1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Stepped into the scene in 2015, not knowing that we could make it, motivated with the dream. They try to throw us to the crumb side. We gamers over here, yeah. Steady on a mission, but with no competition. They say Kid Smooth is the best spot, representing the best box. Halo Gears, Bethesda, well, so much for taking them shots. Check Move got the platinums, dog. How many trophies you got? Bond gon' find the answers, whether you like it or not. The gaming guard built the squad of strong-minded individuals. A diverse collection to deliver news that's monumental. Wanna be a guest, dog? You gotta make a decision. Jimmy, I have you in a state of decay walking in this division. It's a dark day in hell, yeah, before you see sunshine. If you can't hear me, player, go and press rewind. It's the season when I thirst, I drink wine. Best to get yours, money, cause I'ma get mine. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Catch you slipping, I promise I'll show you how I still feel. Let's play a little game, I can show you my weapon, Will. Yo, this is the Weapon Will Podcast, featuring Black Bond, Kid Smooth, the best spot, Jimmy J Mega Games, Jack Move Johnny, and your host, Broken Games HDR.
Yo, chat. What's up? Let me know if y'all can hear me. You can hear the sound of my voice. Hit that like button. That's first things first. Hit that like button if you can hear the sound of my voice. Dona Jack, what's up?
Yo, man, what's good, BG? How you doing today?
Chilling, man. Good.
Yo.
Y'all hear him? Y'all hear him? Let me know if y'all hear him good. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Okay, let's break it down. Okay, Kid Smooth was on Iron Lord's podcast. He was on there for like a smooth 4 hours, you know, and I assume he was on time too. But for us, okay, I see we
Nowhere to be
6
seen.
minutes
Okay,
after,
okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
6 minutes after, he's not even here for his own podcast. Okay, I see what's going on. All right,
And
then
Blasphemous.
absolutely, and then Black Bond took like, I feel like 2 weeks off. Was it that, or like it was like 2 weeks off in 3 weeks, and then he not here. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, Mocha and Blandrew took the day off. You know, that's cool. That's cool and everything like that.
This shit crazy.
Schmidt,
Oh,
like
no.
I told you last week, bro. I don't have no respect around here, bro. I have zero respect around here.
The summertime, man, got people wanting to do
Damn,
us
so
things, you know?
I'm the only dependable man. Hey, BG, you ain't put no respect on my name. I show up every week. That's crazy.
Jack, I appreciate you, dog. You know, you are, you know, like, listen, bro. You may not be, you may not be the best, you know, quarterback, but you always available, man. You Dak Prescott. You Dak Prescott before this injury. Okay,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm a little late, man. It's man, like the IOP people were keeping us at ransom with super chats. They wouldn't stop super chatting. They started super chatting saying we're not letting you go.
It's a light flex.
Can't relate. Can't relate. I'm sorry.
Oh man. I wonder if our chat will keep that in.
We've never had that before, man.
I wonder if our chat could do something like that.
One thing I could say is like they are. Like the IOP community is always highly fucked with this, so I can cuss now because I'm not an IOP.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all maintain that not cursing thing over there. I couldn't do it.
It was hard at first, but now it's like I've gotten so used to doing it. When I make my own videos, like I don't cuss in it either.
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes depending on how passionate the conversation is,
I can be
a couple
extreme.
of f bombs might
I can be
definitely gonna
extreme.
fly.
I can be extremely passionate about stuff now, and I just don't feel the need to cuss. Because like
W-
when you do a show every week, can't cuss. Like you just get used to it. Like
Yeah.
What did SpongeBob call it? Word enhancers, I believe. Word enhancers. Yeah, I love my word enhancers.
Man. Facts.
But that's definitely crazy. Smooth not here. Bond not and Jack. I didn't miss anything in the DMs, right? Nobody said they weren't gonna be here or anything like that. I didn't miss that, right?
Only Mocha and Blandrew said.
Oh, okay.
no, kid should be here. He was
But I
on
don't streaming
ILP.
last was for about 4 hours. I mean, shit, what's going
I
on?
know, like that's crazy. Cause I'm on to y'all, Jack. Y'all be thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do something crazy before Weapon Wheel, that's gonna use up a lot of my energy, and then I'm gonna take a little power nap, and y'all power nap just goes right through the engine.
Hold on. Who is y'all? I don't be doing. I don't be doing that. Who is y'all?
I think you pulled that off once or twice, Jack.
Nah, man, I'm chilling, bro.
There would be sometimes you don't really say a whole lot, Jack. Let's be real. Like,
I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling about the the topics and all that.
I get that. I get
I
that.
guess, but when Jack do say something, he say it. He say something, man.
Speak on. Yeah, exactly. I don't be wanting to hear that though. Yeah.
He gonna speak. He gonna speak, man. And when he speak, depending on how heated the conversation is, you might get a couple of dickheads.
Yeah, man.
Yo, when him and Alex were going out, I was like, damn, he really going in today.
I love it, man. Yo, it's always
Like
entertaining.
when Jack goes in it, I always think it's like Jack gets into that like middle ground arguments where shit can get personal at any second. Like,
That's my guy, Alex. That's my guy right there.
So
I like Alex.
Tony just resurrected himself. He said he wanna pull up today. I guess I should tell the young boy. Y'all think Tony gonna talk about games?
Of course not.
Probably not. He's probably just gonna talk shit
Oh,
about
man.
people, but it is what it is. That's what you guys like. Like,
I like to talk about games. I don't know what y'all talking about.
oh, okay, let's be real here. Sometimes you bring people in for the smoke, BG.
Absolutely not. The last time I brought people in for smoke, that was probably Blandrew and haven't talked to this this UK man in so long. I forgot his name. Kofi Mans.
One night?
Yeah, him. Because remember, like Blandrew hated pirates, and One Night is a big pirate.
Yeah.
I wanted all the smoke with them. I lied on the podcast and said no, I just invited y'all by coincidence. That was an absolute lie. I wanted them to smoke.
That boy ain't shit, is he? Shout out to BG.
Facts.
Bro, Jack, you see what this man Bond wrote?
What do you say? Hold on, let me
This
go
man
look.
said 4 minutes left in the game. Is this nigga Bond at the game?
No, he's not.
No, he's not at the game. Why does Bond treat sports like he's at the game? This nigga is literally sitting in his house.
I'm watching the game right now.
Exactly. Bond be sitting in his house watching his 20-inch screen and acting like he front row or something. Oh yeah, I'm like the game about that.
But Bond be capping. Only one of them 3 monitors actually works, so you gotta have the game pulled up when you can't pull up Discord and all, so he'll be alright. Shout out to Bond.
You would really think like he front row with like Quavo and Jay-Z and shit.
Bond's retweeting Weapon Well on Twitter, but he's not in here.
I hate this
shit
guy.
crazy, man.
I'm just gonna go ahead and tell Tony to come on in here since Bond and Kid Smooth, got better things to do, I guess, than be on their own podcast.
Yeah, he was on ILP. I don't know what happened to
And
him.
I'm back-to-back podcasts. Sometimes you need to take like a 20-30 minute break real quick.
I wanted to, but our chat wouldn't let me.
Yeah, you gotta take a break. Use the bathroom, stretch.
Oh yeah, because
taking a power nap. Oh man.
Them last few ILP episodes been like Harry Potter, Lord of the Ring movie lengths.
I know.
I think last week's episode, I think the intro was like an hour and a half, bro. I was like,
what's funny is I got called to correct that. We skipped the intros really, like we made them really short, but then it still was like 4.5 hours long. So
Like 2 Marvel movies.
You know, at least I could say like the podcast has a decent flow to it. So like I don't notice it's that late. Look, oh damn, I gotta be a weapon in 20 minutes. Like
It's so tragic. Well, I appreciate the fans and the viewers for showing up on time. You know, shout out to y'all. Y'all are dependable, even though y'all scumbags and you know, y'all are at least consistent. I appreciate all y'all.
Thanks.
Yeah. So I guess we should just do the intros and let these other dudes stroll in when they stroll in, I guess. These niggas is getting paid. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You hate to see it.
I can't show up to work late. That's all I'm saying. You show up to late, you get fired. You know.
Hey man,
Oh,
but
man.
I don't know. People. I don't want to say that word because people already think I'm like behind the scenes pulling strings and like doing crazy
man.
stuff to. You already know. People think.
Yeah.
People be thinking like BG is like Vince McMahon out here or something like that.
Nah, I don't get. I know. It's funny. I don't even get that vibe.
No, that's that's what they try to
someone
pass around
super
in the
chat
community.
said, even when Smooth wins, he loses.
Jesus.
All right,
He was supposed to stream last night. I don't know why he didn't.
man, he might as well give up on that. He
I
ain't
think that challenge might be a wrap.
Nah,
I don't know.
yo,
man.
listen. It's over, bro. Shout out to Smooth, man. That's my boy, but it's over, bro. It's over. Go on and end that.
I don't know, man. Where the game glitched and crashed, he might be done. Like,
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
His spirit is definitely broken.
Yeah. It's broken.
well, I can't blame him, man, because it crashed. And I ain't really turned that shit on since either. So
Well, when it crashed on me, when I was working to get the true ending, I had got all the sun fragments and was in the last biome, and it crashed, and I was just like, I took a week off from the game. I was like, yeah, I can't. I gotta put you down for a little bit. I can't even look at you. So yeah, I get that. I get that frustration.
I uninstalled the shit.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Crashed
I wasn't there yet.
Crashed 2 times, and it did it live too, man.
Well, the thing is,
I had one time it crashed so bad that my PlayStation, I had to turn my PlayStation, like I had to unplug it.
yeah, I think with the crashes, I really wasn't experiencing the crashes until after they started patching the game. When the game first dropped, I got through those first 2 acts with no issues. It was after they started patching that shit, I started getting issues.
I didn't
I'm
have
like,
like
yeah, this is a problem.
anything like consistent, but the 2 times it did crash, I was like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I
I was determined to get that platinum.
I'm still awaiting my first Returnal crash. I literally still have not had one. I'm still waiting for it.
Oh yeah, you lucky. Man, you lucky. You got the platinum, BG?
Keep waiting.
I'm gonna go back for the platinum in like a month or two. I was gonna give up on it.
he's waiting for the patches to make it easier.
Nah, I just needed. I was jaded, bro. Because I beat the game 3 times, and I was like, man, I'm so tired of this now. Like, but like now, I was like, man, I feel like playing that again. So I'm gonna go after the platinum. I just hate that the platinum. I don't like platinums where you got to do dumb things like shoot pigeons. That's Jack type of stuff. Run around in an open world, shoot all the pigeons. That type of stuff, or random chance. This is a random chance platinum. Might be the first random chance platinum ever. I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think the more you run through the biomes, because like I remember you posted this up a while back, where like once you really understand the game really is easy, and that's the truth. Like their patterns and everything, like you really understand how they move. Yo, man, I'm running through this game like it's nothing, man. Like I burned through it, and the thing that's gonna get you is like having runs where you don't find no xenoglyph. You got to really be determined, like you really do.
Yo, Attic, don't you got this man number?
Yeah, my phone's dead though. You don't have Kid Smooth's number?
No, sir.
How long has he been on the show?
We ain't got no reason to call that man, bro.
Exactly, bro. Like, listen, I don't like to do do anything that involves like the outside world involving my members. Okay, we keep it strictly on the internet. That keeps it safe.
Yeah, I don't even like BG.
That's a fact.
Oh, wow.
I thought I muted. My bad. You reacted.
I'm
I
pulling up
muted
to
my-
Memphis. I'm pulling up to Memphis like next year, baby. We can go to Memphis next year, right? We can take a little
He gotta
road
ask
trip.
Permission. He gotta ask
Little-
permission.
A little 6-hour road
I'm
trip.
gonna have to-
Little
I'm gonna have to
road
slap-
trip.
I have to slap the dog shit out of BG if I ever meet him. That's great.
This
boy.
man lying. We pulling up, dog. A 6-hour road trip.
We gonna get some food after that, man. I just have to, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Gotta
let's
do what
go
you're
to
pressured by.
what's his name? Ox Store. He said, he said he got a store down
I
there.
don't know, man. Like,
Oh, you talking
like,
about a new?
like every time
Yeah.
you see a picture of Jack, he looks tall as fuck. You sure you want to fuck with that? Like,
Man,
me
listen.
and BG probably the same.
BG look like he tall too.
Yeah, me and BG probably.
No, Jack
Yeah,
Jack
I'm
about
gonna
an inch. Jack about an inch taller than me, but he can't move. He can't move though, so it's cool.
I told you, Jack.
I don't even know. I'm just gonna bear hug BG. That's all
BG
I
wants to know where you at.
Hey yo, Jack, something's wrong with Jack, bro, because this man don't know his weight, his height. Like,
Jesus.
You hear me?
nigga, are you human? Like, what's wrong with you, bro?
Smooth.
I might not be, man. You know what I mean?
BG wants to know where you're at.
Oh, you really got this man number.
So look,
Yo, I thought that was just a joke.
Yo,
Oh,
BG,
shit.
BG.
Yeah.
I got a sore throat. Can you just turn my mic up because I'm not trying to be talking too loud?
hold on.
Alright.
This shit keep breaking up. Hold on. We need.
He
to change
he
that.
said he had to do something with his kids. He's coming.
You know what he's doing? That
Hey,
motherfucker.
BG changed the what's it called, yeah?
Kid
what, change what?
Smooth.
The server. He keep breaking up.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what Kid Smooth really doing, Attic?
What?
That motherfucker is celebrating. He won a bet 23-1.
I'm
Or I'm
surprised
sorry,
he wasn't.
1 in
surprised.
23.
I'm surprised he wasn't here first to rub that shit in your face.
Well, he really can't because LeBron got beat. So
Jack, can you do it? Because I'm still.
No.
Oh damn.
no,
Okay,
the
it's in
person
settings.
hosting has to do it. The person that
You
no,
know I
just
be
just,
Let me see
Discord alert.
server
just
settings.
right click his name. Just right click his name. You'll be able to turn him up from there.
No. He's trying.
No, I'm
he's trying
changing
to
the
change
service.
server.
It's
Oh,
right click on
server.
this. Go to server settings.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I'm still Discord illiterate. I've do this so many times and I be forgetting.
weren't you making fun of me for being Discord illiterate?
You're the PC guy though.
Oh, shut up. Well, while you're doing this, can I give a 3-minute impressions on The Last of Us 2?
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you to do that. Yeah. What
Yeah, it's a
are your
great game.
thoughts so far on the godlike Last of Us 2?
Well, it is not the trash of us anymore. I'll tell you that much. The only things I've disliked so far, this bitch Abby can't swing a bat.
Oh my god, we're here.
I couldn't believe it. I literally had to pause my stream and contemplate for a good 5 minutes, how this shit's even possible. That bitch big as hell, jacked as hell, can't swing a bat. And the only other issue I've had is Joel dying, but I mean, I know it's a high important segment of the game, but it's such a small part of the game. After a while, it just seems insignificant.
I felt like there should have been more build up to it. He should
You
have
gotta-
died
you gotta
towards the middle or something.
You got to keep playing. You'll see.
Well, I
Like,
mean, I'm sure he knows. It's just I feel like there should have been more build up in general.
now,
But there was build up though because
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about for him. I'm talking
Yeah.
about for him dying. I'm not talking about
you had a-
why he got killed.
you had a whole,
there
you had
is
a whole
build
game.
up though.
You had a
I
whole
was
game
gonna say
build up.
I was gonna say plus in the beginning of Last of Us 2.
Bond
it's
hasn't
an
beat
hour
it
and a
yet,
half-
so don't spoil it.
No, I'm not gonna spoil nothing. But you're past the beginning when Joel died, right, Bond? I could talk about that, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just got to the aquarium or something.
All right. Oh, you're way far in. Okay.
I'm still
so,
playing as Ellie.
Yeah. So in the beginning when he first dies, that's 2 hours into the game.
That
Yeah,
is
like-
not much build up, man. What do you?
Yeah.
It is though, because
Hold
when
on,
you see,
It's like
wait.
3 sequences and he's dead. Like
Let me
but when you
finish
see
what I'm
how it
saying.
transpired, go ahead.
Let me finish what I'm saying. You can contemplate. No, when Joel died was fine. I mean, you already turned my mic up, BG?
Yeah, I did.
All right, when Joel died was fine. I mean, you had a whole game to build up, and you're giving it to another character. My only issue is the kind of way he died. And by this I mean you could literally have added 2 lines into the whole game that would have fixed it. Like when Tommy goes, "Hey, my name's Joel. My name's Tom. This is Joel." Joel could have been like, "Tommy, what the fuck are you doing? We don't know these people." That one line right there would have completely changed it. Like him just like acknowledging, like, "Yo, Tommy, like, what are
I
you
think
doing?
I
We
think
don't
what it,
know these
True.
people. You can't be
I
telling people like who we, you know what I'm saying? Like we made
I
Yeah.
enemies."
I
I
think
agree
what
with
it
that.
was is if you like read like the journals and stuff that you find before he gets killed, like you could see that they've been there for years and he's found multiple survivors out there. He got soft because he wasn't in the environment he used to be in. He
Well
was still
then,
in a harsh environment, but he was stationary. He was in a society at that point.
well
Like,
then you could have done it this way, like Tommy, shit, like yo, Tommy, we're getting soft. You probably shouldn't have done that shit. Like,
yeah, I
like,
totally
he
I understand what you're saying.
because you shouldn't have to go into logbooks and stuff. Like literally him just acknowledging, like, fuck, we might have fucked up, or not that we fucked up, but like, because remember how he told Abby, like, she's like, why do I have to wear the mask? I'm immune. He's like,
See,
look, you can't drop your guard for a second. You never know.
what I would have preferred, and I don't know it would have changed the entire story, is I would have preferred they kill Tommy, but then Ellie stops them from killing Joel, and Joel goes after the people who killed Tommy, and the whole time that you're fighting all these scenes where Tommy's just torturing people and shit, that's Joel. And then like in the middle of the game, they catch up to Joel and kill him, and you witness it. That's what I would have preferred.
Yeah, but that's changing the whole story.
That's what. But I was just telling you what I would have
Yeah,
liked.
I'm just
Obviously, it's
I'm just
changing.
talking about how they could make the current story better. It's just have Joel acknowledge what Tommy did was a stupid move.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, the gameplay is fucking phenomenal.
It's some of the best gameplay out there.
The encounters are phenomenal. The only issue I've had is dogs, but then I found out that if you take out the dog with the arrow, then you could just choke out the handler. What I'm gonna start doing now is just shoot exploding arrows at the dog because they'll take out the dog and the handler.
Not
Then
the
people
dog.
start looking for you, and you can just take them out. Because the dogs, they weren't in the first game. The dogs, until I figured out like, yeah, you can't sneak by the motherfuckers. They get on your trail. Like, you got to arrow the dogs, and I built my skill tree in a way where I can craft exploding arrows easy, and that I can craft those trip mines or landmines. Because yeah, that's what I'd be doing. I see like bloaters or anything. People didn't even know you could do this. What is that one thing? The Shambler or whatever?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The Shambler is not in the first game.
No.
So when I first started fighting the Shambler, I thought it was a bloater. And I put a trip mine down. It ran over the mine. And as I was trying to run by it, the melee prompt came up. And I just meleeed it once and it died. And people on my chat were like, yo, I didn't even know you could melee a Shambler.
I like the detail they put in that game, like where if you kill a dog that's right like around the owner, like the owner like has a nervous breakdown and starts like holding it and crying,
That's
like they
never happened to me. They always just come looking for
no,
me.
I always killed the dog. If I saw an arrow was going through that dog's head, it wasn't even.
Well,
happening.
people do care about their dogs. That's
Yeah,
not. That's
but,
very
like
realistic.
they would literally have like mental breakdowns and like lean over and grab it and shit. Like it was crazy.
Another thing that bothers me is like, yo, people act. I mean, everybody's probably experienced this in the chat. The backseat gamers do this, do that, and I'm like, yo, your advice is trash. Let me play the game.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like they're all like, why don't you shoot anybody? I'm like, bro, you gotta like maintain and keep everything. Like I have full pistol rounds. I can't even hold anymore. And like they were telling me, I don't know if you saw that one section where I first encountered the dogs. I was trying to sneak by everybody and get to the door.
Yeah, I see
And
that.
I'm like, oh, you can't do that. They're like, yeah, you can. I'm like, bro, I was at the door like 5 times. I'm like, you can't sneak by them.
You can run past everything, and I think eventually get to a checkpoint.
If you open up the door and close it, that's check.
No, but I'm saying it gives you a button prompt to try to bust down the door. And
Yeah, you gotta hold it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying every time you try to bust down the door, you get shot. So I'm like, you can't sneak by this part. What you probably can do is kill like the 2 people closest to the door and then go through, but you can't just go through unscathed. But outside of that,
I really enjoyed the dodging system they put in that game.
that was a thing I had a problem with at first. Like, I wasn't triangle dodge in the last game.
There was no dodge.
Yeah, there wasn't a dodge.
No, there was, because Smooth kept getting knocked out. He didn't know how to counter and did.
Oh, that's
Well,
that's
there
for
was
melee though.
there was a counter, but there wasn't like a straight blown dodge feature in the game.
Yeah, regardless, I was surprised they made it triangle. I mean, they made it L1 instead of triangle. But I guess it makes sense because you can keep your hand on the joystick and dodge and duck. rather than removing it completely. But yeah, I'm having fun with the game. I haven't really encountered anything crazy. I encountered like one glitch where me and the dude were fence hopping back and forth, but like that's about it. It's been a solid
Okay.
game so far. The beginning was kind of annoying. There's no accountability for any women in that game.
Oh my God.
Dina
Oh
sexually
Lord.
assaulted Ellie. No repercussions.
Let's not get into it, Bond. Let that thing go.
This man about to be a father, but baby mama won't even tell him.
Oh
These
my
niggas up
God.
here fucking around having an irregular encounter, getting high, while Joel out there missing, and Jesse had to come get them to look for Joel. You know, Joel might have survived if they weren't fucking around smoking weed and getting high. Well, another thing that made me laugh is you had two lesbians that couldn't fucking open a jar. I was like, oh my God. That shit was funny to me. I was like, in my commentary, I was like, where's the man when you need him? They just threw the jar on the ground and broke it.
Oh, glad you're enjoying that game.
Yeah. I cannot understand why people look, you're upset a main character dies. Okay, cool. But people were saying the whole game is trash over that are
They're
lunatics.
irrational. Yeah, they're irrational.
They are completely in their feelings and stupid. I mean, this isn't like the way they're reacting is like if they killed Link and he would never be in a Zelda game again. Like, come on, like Joel's only been in one game. Stop.
Like the issue I had was just the pacing of the game. That's all. Like everything else was phenomenal.
In the beginning or throughout?
I think it's mainly throughout. You ain't some of the parts that I don't know how far you are, but there's some parts where you're Abby, and like I felt like some of those dragged out a little longer than I would have liked. But like besides that, I didn't even have an issue with the story. I would have just preferred the story went a different way.
I mean, as far as the pacing goes, I'll be honest, if you weren't always searching for shit, that's why Jack loves this game. He loves searching for knickknacks. If you weren't always searching for supplies, you could probably move on and go through places much quicker. Like I'd be searching shit for like 15 minutes after an encounter sometimes, like a good 5-10 minutes. I thought, on Resident Evil 2, if you're in a room, it's blue. I mean, it's red. When you found everything, it's blue.
Yeah.
One part of me was like, maybe they should do this because then people would find all this shit and move on. But at the same time, it's like people are like, how come there's no radar? But I mean, they asked me how come I hated what is that social reject vision called?
Listen mode.
Listen mode. Yeah, listen mode.
Yeah, I don't. Even though I'm allowed to do that, I don't like using vision mode. I think it's super cheesy.
Listen, yeah.
Yeah, and Grounded, I didn't have that ability. I wish there was like a way to disable that on Survivor. Unfortunately, you can't. People are like, "Oh, but Batman does it in the Batman game." Nobody complained. I'm like, yeah, but like when you think about it, Batman should have that ability. He has technology. Regular humans don't have like technologically advanced cows and like Ellie and Joel. They're not like hunter trackers, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's that. It just seems like a cop-out ability. And from what I'm told, that ability was actually in factions. You'd be a real pussy-ass bitch if you use that.
That's why we hated it. that's why me and Jack, were against it and didn't use it.
You a real bitch-made clown if you use vision mode. I'm sorry.
Since we're a little bit late, let me I'm gonna just do the intros for everybody. Black Bond, you already know I'm BG. That's Gaming Addict. Jack Move, Kids Move. Tony has made his return to the community, I guess, from being locked up. Nigga was doing like 40 days in or some shit. And that's our good. That's our good bro persona. So yeah, let's just
hold on. We got one more thing on the intro. Smooth. How does it feel to finally win a bet?
Kind of sucks.
Yeah, I told you, Adek, you wouldn't be happy because the Lakers lost.
Hey, I've been gone for a minute. What happened to you?
Hold up. Did you bet against this man so you would win your
so the Lakers would win?
Stuff? Yeah. Wow. You're like, kid, how you gonna that is taking like you're taking your own like thing that ball and all, kids got the worst luck in the world, and you are embracing that. Like,
yo, that's how the Lakers won last year. Smooth bet against the Lakers every round.
Never mind. You
Yeah.
didn't win no bet. That was a ridiculous bet in the first place.
Yeah,
Spawn's still undefeated.
All I know is this. Expect the Sephiroth like meteor to come out the world. Sea virus level 20 coming. You watch some smooth one. Some fuck shit's about to happen. God fell asleep or something.
All right. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 283. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Check it out on there. You can support the Weapon Wheel Patreon. Hit the like button, by the way, if you haven't. If you support the Patreon or if you become a member of the channel, you will get access to the Discord, some emotes, some chat badges, all that good stuff. And if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, you don't got to email me no more. There is a link in the description. All you got to do is click on the link and just drag and drop your gameplay into that folder. I've made it a lot more simple now.
How long can it be?
It doesn't matter.
I got like an hour of Destiny 2 raid gameplay.
Hey, send it, bro. Just drop it because like people been getting real lazy instead because there ain't been a lot of games for me to play lately. So I ain't been having a lot of gameplay, and I've been having to beg and gravel. Like, hey Jack,
I don't get paid enough to record.
Well, here recently,
I've been like, listen, I'd be like, Jack, could you send me a piece of gameplay, please? Please, like, I literally be begging them in the DMs. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Here recently, since I've been trying to make more content, I've been recording everything I play. So,
yes, listen. I don't care what it is at this point. Just send me gameplay. All you gotta do is click on the link.
Don't tell your chat that.
It's gotta be game. It gotta be an actual game. And yes, I am looking at what you send me. I do look at it. So don't send nothing crazy.
BG know that thorough. You can get something past him.
Don't stop giving them ideas, Tony.
What you mean?
Stop giving them ideas.
Well, BG, what you should do is download my Last of Us streams. And also, everybody, if you want to check out my Last of Us streams, they're all on my channel. Big shout outs to the Sony community. When I be streaming these Xbox games, there'd be like 10, 20 viewers. When I be streaming these PlayStation games, it's always like 100, 110, 120 viewers. So big shout out to the Pony Gang.
BG, if you use Bond's gameplay too, you won't even need to mute it. That nigga don't be saying shit. Oh, man.
So the funny thing is, when you say that, people are like, unlike BG and Jack, you actually read comments, Bond.
Yeah, I don't talk. I mean, I'm worse. I'm worse than Bond. Like I've gotten a little bit better.
I definitely read comments. Niggas be hating.
I got a little bit better with it, but for the most part, yeah, I don't want to talk to you niggas.
You got worse. This nigga be
Nah. What was the last playthrough I did? The last playthrough I did, I was actually very conversational.
Hey, hold on. I'm so glad I waited till I beat Resident Evil 8 to watch BG's review. This nigga put a whole spoiler right in the middle. He put like the biggest scene. You know the little baby scene? This nigga put that shit right in there with the audio. He was like, yo, I'm gonna show you how good the audio is, and then the nigga just played the clip.
That's not a spoiler.
This nigga's insane.
That's not a spoiler because I didn't actually.
That's like one of the creepiest parts of the game.
That's not a spoiler.
That's like a boss too.
Don't listen to this man. He lying. Let's get to the topics.
Hey, bro, don't watch that nigga BG review.
Nah, I did an amazing review on Resident Evil 8. You should check that out. It wasn't really a spoiler. Okay. Let's get to the topics. Start out with some stuff we're not going to spend too much time on. Some quick news. So the Medium has been rated for PlayStation 5. If you remember, that's from Bloober Studios. Call it that too, I guess. That was from Bloober Studios. It was on the launched on Xbox first, Xbox and PC. It's been rated for PS5. Anybody looking forward to that?
Man, they could have kept that one.
That's a skip. I'm good.
Yep. Just the Medium.
Nah, I didn't play that when it was on Game Pass. I ain't played it on PlayStation.
Yep. Didn't expect much from it. Yeah, nobody's really checking for that. Okay, just wanted to give it its respect.
I just don't want to see nobody talking about it on Twitter. Yeah, I beat it when the week it came out.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was a great game. I wasn't looking forward to the game. It was pleasantly surprising. I had a great time with it. I think I'm 2 achievements away from the 100%.
But hey, man, that rumor that Persona's coming to Xbox, that interests me.
Is it really?
It was apparently rated in North Korea or something. I mean, I was told a while
ago.
Hold
on.
You played it on PlayStation?
Rated in North Korea?
I don't know. Korea somewhere. I don't know where it was rated. It was rated somewhere.
I think it was North Korea, yeah, or South. One of them. But yeah, usually when they do the ratings come, that means
it's. I'm confident it's coming. I just don't know when.
Summer, this summer.
I don't know. It might be an E3 announcement. I don't know.
You okay, BG?
Nah, my bad. I had to answer the door. All right. So, but that Persona thing, some people were like debating it might go to like PC instead of Xbox. I don't really care. You know, Persona. I don't care about Persona.
They already own it.
Yeah, I don't really care, but it may. We'll see if it does. I'm sure. Maybe we'll learn at E3. What else we had happen this week? So we got the announcement of the announcement and the launch of the Nvidia RTX 3080 Ti, and the 3070 Ti is coming out, I think, in a few weeks. And of course, a whole bunch of bots and scalpers, you know, already got their hands on the 3080 Ti. It sold out like immediately. Trying to get that, Bond?
I mean, I might try to order it. If it comes 2-3 months later, then it does. I mean, I'll do the EVG auto notify. If I get it, I get it. If I want it, I sell it. You know, there's no point pre-ordering. It's free. You know what I'm saying? So why not?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like sometimes my 3090 does feel like a little bit of overkill. So sometimes I don't know. Maybe because I be bored. I be thinking like, what if I just got a 3080 Ti and just sold my 3090? I think I just be bored sometimes. So I just be coming up with stuff to do. But
you know, you could actually get better at rollerblading.
I don't do that. Don't do that. My skills is coming back.
Oh, here's another thing. You could actually learn how to swim. I counted 1 billion times in that game. I was like, you know what? BG says you don't need to swim to survive. If Ellie couldn't swim like the first game and the second game, that bitch would have been dead 30 times over.
True. But we ain't in the apocalypse, so I'm good.
Well, Smooth won a bet, so cordyceps function could come next week. You never know.
You're right.
But bro, you should really learn how to swim. You never know when you'd be a life or death situation. My brother almost drowned. My brother almost drowned twice in St. Thomas. Told me his ass could swim. We get off the sailboat, swim to shore. I reach the shore. I look behind him like, where the hell is he? He ain't even halfway off from the shore to the boat. I had to swim back and get him.
That's tragic.
And don't you know this man went snorkeling too? 2 minutes into snorkeling, they had to bring him back to the boat.
I might I'll probably learn like next year. I got time. But I
ain't got time if you did.
Yo, what is going on?
you stay like wishing stuff on me. Anyway, next on the agenda, let's talk a little bit about Halo. So we are gonna see Halo at E3, right? I think I saw something that said it might focus more on multiplayer than the single player. I think we definitely have to see that single player though, because we got to see the changes that they've made. But I want to talk about like Halo's relevance, because people are talking and speculating like how successful this Halo Infinite will be, because I think we can all agree that Halo's been on a decline since like Halo 3 and Halo 4.
Oh, hold up. You got to say it right. A downward incline.
Downward incline. You're right. So, I was saying like I don't feel like Halo can be successful, but I don't think it could ever be what it was, because it doesn't have like that younger demographic that cares about it. Like 14 to like I would say even 20-year-olds, they don't care about Halo. Halo is like not something they can resonate with, not a game they care about. They didn't grow up with Halo, right?
I mean, when Halo was in its prime, they didn't have stuff like Fortnite and Warzone and
exactly
all these games.
So it's the competition. Yeah, it's the competition, and like these younger kids, like I said, like, yo, how are you gonna get? I don't believe you can get younger kids and the people who are playing Apex and Fortnite and all these other games. You're not gonna be able to get them off of that, like especially because like Halo, especially if Halo turns out how the purists want it to be, with like no running and not all that other stuff. This younger generation is not gonna like Halo how the purists like it, and I think you need a demographic.
The problem also is the last 2 Halo games weren't good. And in the time that Halo wasn't good is when all these competitors started popping up. And another thing is, like, no matter what you think of Halo, Horizon Zero Dawn sold more than the last Halo. There's a lot of like games like Horizon, The Last of Us, Uncharted. Those games are all more popular than Halo now.
Not only that, but like I don't really see like a big push behind Halo, like like marketing and really trying to build any hype around it. Especially after they had to delay it.
Well, that's
we're halfway through the year.
That's the thing. It was the hype train was going, but the game got delayed. So
plus
you just delay the hype.
They're not going to start any type of advertising until it's officially announced when it's coming out. So.
Yep. So all that hype money and those commercials are delayed until when the game comes.
Clearly, they had some type of push in mind because damn, Halo's on the damn box. Like,
yep.
Yeah, and products had already started to come out over the summer last year for Halo Infinite marketing, but the game obviously wasn't available that fall. They had it on like Pringles and other partnerships they had for products. Even I think the toys might have even started to come out as well last summer.
Can Halo be as popular as it once was?
No, not anymore. I don't think so. When you got things like Fortnite, I mean, hell, even COD, Warzone, and stuff like that. COD has even done a good job of, because how I remember COD and how COD is now is like night and day. So it's like COD, COD has even done a good job of modernizing itself and keeping up with the youth. Halo has to also kind of do that. They kind of have to leave their roots behind, so to speak. Still maintain that Halo-ish essence, but they also have to put themselves in a newer generation's eyes of like how these kids, they love the quirky dances and all this weird stuff and the events and
so it need to be
like some of these big not necessarily. Well, realistically, I feel like Destiny is what Bungie wanted to create after Halo, and Microsoft then if it was still with Microsoft, that's definitely what Halo would have evolved into.
I don't agree with that.
No, it would have still been Destiny. It wouldn't have been Halo. Destiny.
I don't even agree. Destiny would be where it is if they stayed with Halo. Like Activision forced a lot of pull going into Destiny. I don't know if Microsoft would have forced that or they wouldn't have forced that. But all I know is if Microsoft would have kept Bungie and let them play Destiny, I don't think it would be the Destiny we have today.
We think it would have been better or worse?
I don't know. I can't tell you. There's too many variables because Activision definitely forced their hand in a lot of things. That's why they left them.
So then it would have been better.
I don't know. But at the end of the day, maybe it would have been more like narrative and not like the 10-year plan that they had with Activision. I don't know. It's just too many variables.
I think Halo has big shoes to fill that honestly, I just don't think they will be able to, not in this climate, in this gaming climate with shooters, and you got new ones popping up, free to plays, battle royale still being a thing, Battlefield, all these different things. I don't see people just looking at Halo and being like, yeah, this is still the meta. It's not.
Well, we'll have to see how Halo does as a free-to-play multiplayer game.
That's what I was going to say. It is free to play.
We have to see how that goes because that's one of the key components. You can't compete with people when everyone else is free 99 and you charging. So, we'll have to see how they gravitate towards it, and we have to see what the multiplayer even looks like because we don't know that. So,
I mean, listen,
I mean, if it has a battle royale mode, how y'all feel about that?
It's not going to.
Is that
at launch or ever?
I don't know if it's never going to have it, but I know right now there's not one in plans.
Is that something they've said, or is that something you've heard?
They have something more like a Battlefield playing.
Is that something they said or something you heard?
Big battle. You talking about big battle thing?
Yeah, they have something like 50-50 on Spartans. Like
I'm sorry, but battle royale. I don't see why they need a battle royale. Is all the recent games still battle royale with the exception of Fortnite?
Yeah.
That Apex is battle royale.
Yeah. Three of the most popular shooters right now is Fortnite, Apex, and Warzone.
And
all battle royales.
Battlefield's gonna have battle royale. You know that.
The thing is like it's a 10-year project, so I could see them eventually putting a battle royale in the game.
Nah, that's gotta, in my opinion, that's
I
gotta
don't
be
think
out there. That's gotta be there at the gate. If they're trying to
It's
pull
not
in
going to be at the
that
gate.
younger
I don't
crowd,
think
then
Battle Royale is even popular on every game though. Like the thing is that they just need
you kidding me?
a large.
I
The
think
thing
I
is,
think
Halo already
kidding
had
me?
like these. No, the Battle Royale in every game isn't popular. In select games that you mentioned, there's more than 3 Battle Royale games, but there's only
Yeah.
about 3 of them that's popular.
But the problem is, Smooth, the most popular games are all battle royale games.
I think they
And you know how the
Halo-
market, moves
Only
when
Siege
something
isn't.
takes off. It's
I
like,
think-
oh yeah, then everything's got to be
And
like
Valorant. I think Valorant. Yes.
Valorant is another one, yeah.
I think they're going to try to do that like big battle 50 on 50 with tanks, and they're going to try to do what Warzone was, and I think it was called Halo Warzone. What did it called Halo Warzone?
The Halo 5 multiplayer, yeah, it was like it was
going to try to do
Halo
that, but none of the microtransaction shit, and it's going to be more players.
Oh no, booty boxes.
Wait. You think there's not
booty
going to be
boxes are going
microtransactions in this game?
bitch.
Have you played Gears 5? What? Of course there's going to be microtransactions in this.
I never said that. Did you play Halo Warzone?
I'm talking about what they're going to be doing with this game.
Did you play Halo Warzone? Because that was
That's
the
not the point.
reference I
I'm
was
speaking to
talking
this
about.
game. I'm speaking to this game. I think it'll be microtransactions for sure.
Booty boxes are definitely whether
I mean, if it's free to play, I'm sure it's gonna have.
The difference is there's a difference between having cosmetic microtransactions and having microtransactions where you have to use a card to spawn a vehicle. I don't think they're doing that.
No, they're not doing that. But cosmetics,
splitting hairs. That's
How
splitting
is
hairs.
that splitting hairs?
Whether they're called booty packs, recreational boxes, whatever, the booty boxes will be there.
I'm fine with cosmetic microtransactions in any game. I don't mind that. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
I don't think any developer is putting like the bad microtransactions anymore. I don't see that like really anymore. Like they've kind of like know they can't get away with that, so they just do cosmetics now, which everybody
EA still doing it.
And he's still making money off that.
It's definitely some pay to win game still, yeah.
At the end of the day, they could have a battle royale because at the end, like 343's been really quiet, but I've been told multiple times they're not doing a battle royale. But I mean, they could because there's so much mystery going on at this E3, especially with 343. Because I have friends at 343, and they're all being mad quiet about this. Like, I have honestly no idea what's going on, but from the consistency I've heard, is they're going more towards like a Battlefield thing where it's going to be massive battles and not necessarily like 100 players and that comes down to one team or one person.
And I'm okay with that. And listen, I like a Halo multiplayer. I mean, I don't like any of these other multiplayers like Valorant and Fortnite and all this other stuff. I don't like any of that stuff. So
Valorant's a really popular game now.
All the popular games are like seem to be trash to me. I like, bro, that damn dodgeball game just hit 5 million players, and I think it's trash. Like this is why I said like the 25 to 35-year-old demographic spends the most money on games, but they don't make I don't think they make games for us. Like my age, like I don't even feel old. I'm 30, but I like in my mind I'm still like 25, and I don't feel like they're making games for me anymore.
I personally,
I
said I personally enjoyed the Halo 5 multiplayer. I didn't like the story, but I enjoyed the multiplayer.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, BG, when it comes to shooters, right? I think when it comes to shooters, I'm real traditional where it's like just, shoot, give me a gun, let me run through the map, aim down sights, strafe, all that good stuff. It's too much gimmicks and stuff. Like that's what kind of pushed me away from Destiny Crucible for a while because they put stasis into the game, which takes
the entire game,
which takes no skill. Like it's a free kill. You freeze somebody in place. It's garbage. Like they put a lot of gimmicks into these shooter FPSs, and it's just like, yo, what happened to just straight up gun on gun, skill based? Like
hold
that
up,
stuff is dead.
Did you say an El Pressor gun on gun?
Say it again.
Remember when El Pressor made that rap video? It's just gun on gun.
Were you around with El Presador in
Me?
your Presador days? No, Persona. I don't know if he's around.
He sounds familiar. I can't recall right now.
Yeah, he might have not been around then. So staying on the topic of Xbox, so there's this rumor, and I don't think it has as much weight to it. I don't necessarily believe it. I don't think it would be a good idea either. But it's probably just people throwing around more acquisition stuff because they throw out that Microsoft's buying everybody. But one of the ones going around right now is
Crytek.
Yeah, Crytek. Microsoft buying Crytek, which would be a terrible idea.
Ew.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
For the engine?
I feel like if they're messing with Crytek it's to get that Rise IP. I don't think it's to buy the company. But I think what happened is because Jez, he said he heard, like he has no physical proof, but he heard that they are looking, or if they already bought one, and it might get showed at E3. And I think people just took that, and now they're just throwing random shit out there to like add on to it.
Crytek hasn't made a good game in over a decade. I mean, they don't even seem like they're trying anymore. They remastered their own game, and the game was broken. Like, how do you remaster? Like, I don't know how that works. And they remastered what was that, Crysis 1, and then they announced a Crysis Trilogy remaster. Like, yo, what are they doing over there? Like, and I feel like if Microsoft were to buy Crytek, which like I said, don't believe, that would be more of a win for Crytek than it is for Microsoft. Like, there's nothing Crytek can do for Microsoft. There's nothing they can do for you.
I think the only decent thing they've made in years is that Hunt Showdown.
Hey, man. Maybe Wonton knows something.
Oh, man.
Facts.
Wonton claims he's a PlayStation insider, and we don't even believe him with that.
No, man.
But
I heard the nigga got exposed like 2 days ago. And now it's in the Switch. Oh, man.
For Microsoft's sake, I hope it's not Crytek, but there are rumors that they are announcing some studio acquisition at E3, but that could even be wrong because everybody claims to be an insider nowadays. Y'all know how that go.
All it is a safe bet because the last 3 years at one of these events that Xbox has acquired.
Oh, what'd you say, Smooth?
It's a safe bet.
Here we go.
How safe we talking?
How safe of a bet that Xbox is going to acquire and announcing the acquisition at E3?
Yes,
I need to recoup my money.
Take the bet, Smooth. You seem pretty sure about this.
I would say I won't give a bet on who, but I'll give a bet an acquisition is probably likely. Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about that in the podcast.
Niggas be insiders, but don't be inside of no pussy. That's crazy.
This nigga Tony, man.
How long you had that one at the top?
So you feeling pretty confident about that?
Couple months.
Okay. I fuck with it.
So you feeling pretty confident about that, huh, Smooth?
That acquisition, yeah. It's if history tells us since 2018 there's been an acquisition every year.
Yeah, I think there's like a 50-50 shot that they'll announce something like that.
Crytek wouldn't be worth that much money though. They probably do.
I don't think it'll be that because I don't think it'll be that.
I mean, what else is there?
I don't know. There's plenty of people. I just don't
there's
know
a lot
who they'll
of
be
dead,
looking at.
No, it's a lot. I'm just saying. I'm not saying like what else. What else do you think they might be eyeing?
I don't know, but Xbox did just have a showcase for Fat Shark games, which is
Fat Shark.
Who?
Yeah, the studio that does all the Warhammer games.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
they could be buying that studio that made Flight Simulator, and they made
they own Flight Simulator.
No, I mean, but they don't own the devs.
Okay.
So then why buy the developer then? They only make one game.
I was gonna say that.
They made the
Plague Tale.
And
they made what else Asobi did? They've actually done a lot of like low key gems over the last couple of years, but
a lot of people like that Plague Tale game.
Their own.
That wasn't really my cup of tea.
Really?
Somebody
Plague
said
Tale.
they're owned by Tencent.
I'm sorry. Oh man. Oh, Fat Shark. Yeah, they're probably owned by Tencent. That makes sense.
Tencent probably owns half of everything, man.
Pretty much. Hate them. Okay. Well, we'll see at E3. What they announce. We'll see. A lot of insiders may get exposed. We'll see.
Never mind.
I always want to say something crazy.
I was gonna say so crazy.
All right, what else we got? Talk about Herman Hulst. Okay, so
oh no.
Herman Hulst, the god. Stop playing. Stop. No. Okay, listen. Y'all can hate on Jim Ryan all y'all want. Herman Hulst is doing an amazing job out here, bro. No Herman Hulst slander.
Both of them dudes dickheads.
that man is doing his job.
Herman got me wanting to pull it out the holster. This shit crazy.
Okay, that was deep. I focus that.
Herman is doing his job, man. That man understands the assignment fully. Okay, so specifically when he did an interview, specifically when talking about PC, he says, "I want to emphasize that PlayStation will remain the best place to play our PlayStation Studio games at launch, but we do value PC gamers and will continue to look at the right times to launch each game." Ben Studio just released the PC version of Days Gone on May 18th, so that's about 2 years after the PS4 release. So pretty much what he says here is it's kind of case by case. If you believe, these dudes. I know like that's not a thing we're really doing right now, is believing all the words these executives say. But if you believe the words that are coming out his mouth, he's saying it's a case by case basis, because there's this conversation about, whether these games are going to ever be day one or if they're going to come out, maybe a year or two on PC after. But from what this is, he's saying case by case. What do y'all think about this?
Oh, that infamous case by case.
Fuck Herman Hulst. That's what I think about it.
Speak on it.
You're a dickhead.
I mean, look, this.
I already knew Jack was going to say that.
I think this is it's the same thing I've been saying for a while. I think that like they're going to release the games on PC after they've saturated the market, they've dried up, and nobody's buying them no more on the console, and then release it on PC. That's what I think they're going to continue to do. That's what I've said like years ago. So that's what I think it is.
I think it's funny because I've been talking about this since maybe like 2018, 2019. I'm tired of talking about it. At this point, man, real talk, it is what it is. Because I've said how this diminishes the PlayStation brand, and you give them an inch, they take a mile. I've explained that stuff till I was blue in the face. I mean, look, they think it's the best move. It is what it is at this point. Like I'm tired of talking about it. So,
hey man, them Uncharted games come to PC. That's gonna be a lost legacy right there. No, man.
When you wrote that?
Off the dome,
That's off the top. That's off the skillet.
That's off the top.
Oh man. Hey, chat, y'all believe that was off the top?
That's freestyle.
I think he had that one in the tuck and was waiting.
Nah. That's off the top, man. That's off the top.
All right, man. All right. But yeah, man. I appreciate the work that Herman Hulst is doing. Managing the PlayStation brand. He is doing a fantastic job, if I say so myself.
Hey, BG.
Yeah.
Out of all the full slate cappers, shout out to J man. How many of these guys have beaten Horizon or Days Gone on PC?
Not Alex.
Oh, not Alex.
Oh boy.
You hate to see it. Okay, all right. I don't want
at this point, man. If I want to play it at 60 frames, I might have to buy that shit on PC.
Oh man, speak on it.
Which game you referring to?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, Zero Dawn. Okay.
At this rate, you might not be wrong about that. You hate to see it.
Yeah, I don't know what's holding that up with them, that they not doing like a PS5 upgrade or not like that.
That's so fucking
came to PC.
Because
you put all the bells and whistles on PC. So it's like PS5 is out, stronger console than PS4. Can they get that as well? So it's like they're not even talking about it. It's just like, yo, what is going on?
Because I actually want to go back and play that, and every time I'm like, because that was one of the biggest reasons I watched that State of the Play, because I wanted to see that 60 frames update announcement, and I was convinced it was going to be there. And they're like, have a nice day. I'm like, well, I guess that's not happening. I hate when PlayStation say have a nice day. Like, it gets on my nerves.
This shit is crazy.
Okay.
Very disrespectful.
Okay.
Should have been dead.
Right. Okay. Talk about this it's not really news. You know, this is just what Nintendo does. Nintendo has won another lawsuit against one of these ROM these ROM sites. This time it was ROM Universe. So this is an interesting story. Nintendo really likes to crush people, man. Like I don't know why you would want to go to court, do anything, and you know, with like this with Nintendo, you're gonna lose. Nintendo has never lost one of these. So ROM Universe was initially sued by Nintendo in September 2019 for copyright infringement and distributing pirated games. 2 years later, the owner of ROM site has been ordered to pay over $2 million to Nintendo for lost profits and damages. And when I scroll down, so the owner's name was Matthew Storman, and he was the owner. He ran the website for 10 years without any problems for Nintendo. And it was revealed he wasn't actually making any money from like the site. He made about $800 a month from running this site, and now has to pay Nintendo $2 million.
I have no sympathy for him.
You know what I wish.
Hold on, wait. One more thing. This is not a joke. The article literally says he made about $800 a month, and that he was forced to live off food stamps and unemployment during the trial because all of the lawyer fees and all that. Like this is Nintendo ruined this man's life.
I thought that nigga didn't have no lawyers.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay. Well, he was still off food stamps and unemployment. I guess he couldn't afford lawyers.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I don't know why you even
nigga got his defense from Reddit. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know why you would even go against like a giant like Nintendo like that, man. Like that's their intellectual properties, man.
You know what I think they should do? And what I really wish Nintendo would do? I need this same energy that Nintendo has for people doing fuck shit multiplayer gaming.
Amen.
Nintendo ain't got no multiplayer games.
No, but I'm saying like people that hack, cheat. Yeah. I need the Nintendo energy towards them. You know, I've always said like if you get caught cheating, like the company should sue you because you're damaging their game and their ecosystem. That's what I want. I wish a company would take a group of hackers and just sue the fuck out of them.
Hey man, as long as they don't shut down XCX Switch, no man.
So you
no man.
Droston?
Tony, all right, man. That's how you got jammed the first time, man.
So here's my thing, right? Like, you know, I haven't played a pirated game or like a ROM in a long time. I haven't gone to these sites. Like, are there still a lot of them out there? Can you like easily still get like whatever ROM you want? Like, how's it looking out there?
You can find anything if you look hard enough.
I'm sure there's some torrent site or something like that that's got that stuff.
I mean, just ask Alex.
I just want to know what Discord group gassed this nigga up to go to court with Nintendo. He probably told him like they're like, dude, Nintendo even knows the law. This is a coldest thing. Their ass to court. Do they know who they're fucking with right now, man? Get it. They waited there trying to fight. They're like, no, man, you got to come up off 2 M's. Wrong side. You lost your fucking mind.
Like, bro, someone should have told this man. Like, I remember watching. There was that video game documentary, right? And literally, a huge section of the video game documentary was Nintendo taking niggas to court. Like, I lie to you not. Like, that was a part of their. It's the gaming documentary, but like they just talked about Nintendo taking people to court. And if I remember correctly, they got the name Kirby from the character. They got it from their lawyer. Their lawyer was named Kirby, and that's what they named.
Real shit.
Yeah.
You know why? Because that nigga was swallowing every lawsuit whole.
you know what's funny? What's funny, Jack over here, like, what Discord convinced this dude? It's like your guys' Discord would do that shit.
Oh,
man, I could just see now people pull up in your guys' Discord and be like, man, Nintendo's suing me. No, there's part about that. Fuck them. You deserve that money.
No, man, I ain't no Johnny Cochran. Told him what to fall back on that one.
Nah, your Discord would be like, take that man's to court. You got this.
He is.
Man, that's $1 billion company. Man. They showing up with 15 lawyers, man.
That's probably somebody told them is that how much money they got. You know how much money you can get for a settlement?
They ain't settling that. Hell
That's probably what they
no.
were banking on. Like,
I could just see people, especially people like Alex, to be like, "No, you had every right to do that."
Yeah, nah. Alex would come up with a whole bunch of laws and statutes telling you why you are right.
Amen. Niggas try to get 2 M's from me when I'm on food stamps. I'm clapping my shit. That shit crazy. That nigga.
he went in there represented himself. My Discord said I'd get away with this. What's going on?
These new age PC gamers think they know the law, man. They think they above the law, bro. I'm telling you. They gas his ass up.
He definitely
nigga ran up in there talk about preservation. Fuck out of.
He definitely was in a PC only Discord.
Oh, facts. They was getting them little liner notes of what to say to the judge. He didn't even get to all that.
He started losing and started YouTubing law.
He's like, Your Honor, let me tell you something. No one owns these games, okay? He's like, no, man. I think it's on Nintendo owns them, bro.
He's telling the audience, he's like, can I have a recess? I need to look stuff up. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
They can pull it up a young start reciting it. They like, nah, man, it's over with, bro.
Shout out to that.
Man went to Wall Street bets. I need help.
Shit is crazy.
That man about to be eating ramen the rest of his life, man. Shout out to him.
That's over, bro. How old is the dude?
Oh, I didn't even check. I don't know what they said.
If he young, man, he definitely if he in his 20s, yeah, that $2 million, that's his whole lifetime. His retirement fund is gone, bro.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy is the fact that Nintendo, there's companies that's let's use this dude as an example. Nintendo's let's use everybody as an example.
Exactly. They're just gonna be garnishing his whatever money he gets slowly.
You know what's crazy? We was talking about this on the other podcast. Alex said he was actually got charged more than that, but they gave him a discount because I think he deleted the site or some shit like that. They wanted him to pay 90 racks per ROM he had on there, but they took it down to 35.
Yo, imagine getting a discount and still being $2 million in the red. That's crazy.
That's me. That nigga come off 6.
$2 million in the red.
Definitely would have painted myself red. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog.
Hey, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like Nintendo's attitude when it comes to stuff like that. They are ruthless, bro. I like it.
Absolutely.
Like it.
That shit is hilarious.
Yeah. All right. On to some less depressing news. Okay, so Team Asobi. So this week, PlayStation announced that what was pretty much their Japan studio is kind of being restructured into Team Asobi. You know, this is the staff, some of the Sony Japan staff, and also the team that worked on Astrobot and all that. Now they're an official studio, and PlayStation said they are, committed to the Japanese audience and making the games, of their style and what they like. I don't really believe that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I believe Sony is very much an American game development. PlayStation is very much an American game development studio. They just have the shell of being, from overseas, but they're very much American, man. We got to face that.
I disagree with that 100%. One of their first studios was Japan studio. They get a lot of their roots are in Japan. You think back to the old days of some of those JRPGs and Japanese games, you think PlayStation. So I think, they're definitely still very much a Japanese studio. And with the Team Asobi, it's good that, that they're expanding and whatnot, because they definitely need to provide reassurance, because there's a lot of people, PlayStation fans, that play JRPGs. And then again, the Japanese crowd, you definitely got to provide that reassurance.
So hold on. This is why this shit don't make no sense, right? Okay. You got Sony Japan, which Team Asobi was part of Sony Japan. You got Sony Japan. After they made Astrobot, they said, we're not making any more original IPs besides Astrobot. And, 30 motherfuckers left the studio. So they said, all right, fuck it. We're going to restructure the Team Asobi and only make Astrobot. Then they come out and say, all right, we're going to expand the studio and make new IP. What the fuck did you change? What was the change for then? You're doing the exact same thing you just said a month ago you wasn't going to do. So why the fuck did you fire all them people and all the people left? I don't understand.
I think that Astrobot Playroom hype, when the PS5 first came out, that was that Astrobot Playroom was definitely a high quality game. It really is good. So I think them seeing the public reception of that, it kind of got a little big headed, really, a little too soon. It's like, yo, we need to make a new one of this and only this. And plus, the other side of it too is Japan studio wasn't performing as well. A lot of people weren't buying their games because Gravity Rush 2, you know, as great as a game that is, it didn't sell as well. You know, people saying they want new Ape Escapes and all these other games, but ain't gonna buy that stuff. They weren't a lot of Japan studios IPs weren't being supported, and that's why they closed down initially. People weren't buying the games.
I don't buy that. I'm like BG. I don't buy that whole we're dedicated to bringing new experience. They gonna keep making Astrobot games. I don't think they're gonna make too much more than that. Because if they were, they would have just kept Sony Japan the way it was. This is like a glorified rebrand at this point. Unless the motherfucker that was working over, they should have just fired them niggas if they wasn't filling their work output. Like we just gonna get better developed. I mean, I don't understand. They got it. I don't know.
And that nigga Yoshida doing nothing. He ain't done shit in years. This shit crazy.
Hey man, he ain't got any. Hey man, he over the indie games now.
He got demoted and quit. That's crazy. He ain't put out no work.
That Astrobot heat though. Listen, I truly think Astrobot could be. I truly think Astrobot could be huge if they manage this right and they market it right, and you know, I think because you know, like that Astrobot, man, like you know, they can make it what they wanted Little Big Planet and that Sack Bum to be. Like you know, they thought Sack Bum was gonna be the new mascot.
Astrobot is better than it's better than Little Big Planet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was saying this on what's a PlayStation that Astrobot, like they can do like worlds based on their games. Like you see how like with the Playroom game they did like kind of like an ode to like all the old PlayStation game, tech and all that stuff. So I think like if they continue those types of games, you know, create like a much larger AAA style game where it's much more grand, and you got like the Uncharted world and the Horizon world and like all these different worlds, but it's like Astrobot format. That'd be dope as hell. I would love that.
And
Astrobot, the new Best Buy. That's crazy.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna go off on a tangent a little bit, and I'm not saying they should do this, but I think like PlayStation has made enough characters and enough new IPs since this that it would be interesting to see that PlayStation. I hate the name, by the way. That PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
Not in that format, man. They can't bite off Smash no more. I ain't really like.
But the problem with with that game is they didn't bite off Smash enough. Like they made it where what was it, the battle system where, like, how did you knock out people?
You had to hit him with a super. You had to hit him with a super.
Yeah, that was stupid. They didn't make it like, you know, the higher percentage, the farther you get knocked out. See, they tried to be different, but it was dumb. They should have copied Smash exactly. Now, and since that game, there's been a lot more PlayStation IPs and characters that you could put in, and you know, there's third-party characters that they have good relationships with. I'm not saying they should do this because I don't even remember the developer who made it, because they partnered with somebody.
They don't work with Sony anymore.
Yeah, like I think it would if they did do it, it'd have to be the right, like, you know, the developer. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Just like if you got to beg that dude that works on Smash Bros. Like, he's talking about retiring right now. Listen, beg that dude to just make this game one time, bro. Hey, beg him, dog. I don't care, dog.
That shit gonna be trash.
Hey, BG, you gonna play it or you never gonna touch it like Dragon Ball?
Hey man, I just said it's a good idea. I don't know if I would.
It wouldn't sell. It wouldn't sell, and people
wouldn't.
It would not.
You know what's crazy? We was literally just talking about how ruthless Nintendo is, and now BG's like, copy off them.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't think that'll work.
You know what they call when you try to like get somebody else's you know, staff, steal their staff, man. Yeah, poach. Yeah, it's not illegal. It's looked down upon. It's not illegal. Poach that nigga, man.
How's Media Molecule still open? No,
I don't know. No. That's bro. I ask myself that every other week. Why is Media Molecule? Why do they exist?
You heard about all the Little Big Planet games, right? They had to take them all offline. They don't know when they're gonna come back. Because they said people was in there violating the hate speech or some shit like that. But all the they had to turn all the bitches off.
That's right.
And Media Molecule, their next game, they're gonna have to step it up, bro. I don't stop this creative
win
nonsense.
Some gaming award recently.
Man, we don't care about
And
that.
then
I think they won a dice.
I think you gotta have a variety though, right? Like you don't want every studio making the same style game. So I think Media Molecule.
Nobody bought Dreams though.
I think it serves its purpose to the crowd that it's supposed to be going to, though. You get what I mean?
But this is the thing about Dreams, and this crazy come from me. That's the game they should have put on PC. Why are you putting
first game?
Bro, Dreams should have been on PC before Horizon, because PC gamers like that type shit, man, and they would have felt good playing. Oh, we playing a PlayStation. You know how they be getting, man. So,
it might still go too. Real talk. I think it might still go.
That should have been the first.
Because like when I scroll through Twitter, I still see like different creations that people post up. People are definitely still on that game creating, but it's more so towards the creative crowd, you know, the artistic people.
Yeah, I mean the creations are cool, but I don't ever really I've never seen like an operational game on there either. Though I'm like, okay, it's cool you created fucking the Krusty Krab, but what you doing that motherfucker? Yeah, you see the Krabby Patty after this is planking in it? It's crazy.
All right, where we go now? Okay, so Ratchet and Clank, this is launching this week, right? Is it this week?
Yeah.
Okay. 2 weeks ago, I said Ratchet and Clank was launching this week. I don't know what I be talking about sometimes. I don't know why I felt like
this
that.
Friday, man, the 11th. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so it's coming out this week. You know, right before I guess E3. They just announced that it's gonna have 3 modes. It's gonna have the resolution mode. I think that's just gonna be, you know, native 4K at 30 frames. Then it's gonna have the performance mode, which is gonna run at 60 frames. We're not sure exactly of the resolution, but it's gonna have temporal injection, you know, still going up res at 4K or whatever. And then there's gonna be 4K ray tracing, where that's gonna take a huge resolution hit. But it's still gonna be at 60 frames. So you are gonna get a ray trace 60 frames mode. And yeah. Insomniac Games doing their thing. I think I know what.
My shit keep fucking. What'd you say?
No, Persona said something.
Oh yeah, I was saying. Oh, my fault. Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, they are. They're definitely doing their thing, and you know, right as of right now, of all PlayStation studios, they're definitely looking top tier. They're looking at the top of the list right now.
Definitely top 3, easily.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, I'm really torn, man. I think I might fuck with that fidelity mode, man. I don't know, though.
Don't do this, Jack.
Look, I'm just letting you know right now. If I see that fidelity mode first, man, I don't.
No, that's the 30 frames mode he's talking about, though, Bond.
I don't know. We gonna check them all out, see which one best fits my situation, man.
I'm definitely want to try the ray trace 60 frames mode. Just to see how that looks. That looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting.
We'll always go back to eating dog shit and defending it.
Hey, no, that ray traced 60 frames mode though. I think Digital Foundry said that's like PS4 equivalent. Like if it was on PS4, that's how it'd probably look. I think that's how it was with Spider-Man.
Regardless of whatever mode it is, if you willingly choose 30 frames per second, it's like willingly choosing to get fucked in the ass.
Oh my god.
Excuse me? Excuse me? What?
Yeah, you heard what I said.
That boy Bond freak.
Well, yo, I don't understand how anybody could ever make the same choice. To like, you know what? I want to play at 30 frames per second.
I mean, sometimes you want to see all the bells and whistles.
Then you know what? Buy a damn PC.
The game's not on PC.
Game's not on PC.
And then that's the whole point. Then if you don't have a PC, like none of you want to see the bells and whistles, but you play on welfare consoles.
Hey, man. They made the fidelity mode for a reason.
Yeah, because people have sense.
Huh?
They made the fidelity mode for the people that have sense.
Fidelity mode is 30 frames.
I mean, I'm sorry. What I thought
performance
was 60 frames.
Performance. Yeah.
Fidelity mode is for
it's gonna
the slow brains.
It's
Hey,
gonna
man,
have what 3 modes or 4 modes?
Yes.
3.
Hey man, that's all I know. That's all I know. I paid $1,200 for my TV. CRT TVs can do 60 frames. I haven't seen that shit for decades. I want to see what this fidelity mode talking about.
What do you mean you've been
Yeah, I
seeing it
definitely
for
wanna see it.
decades? Your ass was playing Welfare 30 for the past 15 years.
That's not true.
I'm sorry. The Last of Us.
Every generation has had 60 frames per second games.
The last. Name me your top 5 PlayStation exclusive games.
What?
You heard what I said?
The Last of Us remaster is 60 frames per second.
Oh no, you said remaster. The original was welfarized. Keep going.
Is it
Welfarized.
Keep going.
Nigga, I don't know.
You the pony commit? Yo, if I asked Smooth his last 5 games, he could answer. You're the pony commissioner. Name your favorite, most recent modern PS5
My
exclusives.
favorite PlayStation games, God of War 2, which was 60 frames.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I don't believe God of War 2 is 60 frames.
God of War 2 is 60 frames, sir.
It was definitely above 30. I don't know if it was locked at 60, but it was.
I believe it was
30.
like 45.
God of War 2?
I believe
on the
so.
PS2.
I believe
God of War 3 was
45.
unlocked. God of War 3 was unlocked around 40. I don't know what God of War 2 was at though. I don't know. But all of them God of Wars.
Regardless, the game is gonna look best at fidelity mode. Now, if I play it and I don't like the way it plays in fidelity mode, I'll put it to performance.
Nigga, you're not gonna like the way it plays in fidelity mode.
Yes, he will.
You might just play it in
the last
performance mode or
Jack.
What's up?
Hey, let's speak on how that Spider-Man 60 was a little iffy. It was a little iffy.
Fidelity mode. I played this shit in fidelity mode.
I played it in the 60 mode. Yeah, but it was weird feeling.
Nah,
I didn't like the way the game looked.
It was like the animations were still in 30 type shit. I don't know. Something was off.
No.
A lot of that shit did not move naturally. Tony is right.
No.
And you know why? It was originally developed to be ran at 30.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
On some games it does. On some games it does.
I would rather play a game in black and white than play it at 30 frames.
Insomniac Games back before, like, what was that, 2012, 2013? They made the decision to switch all their games to 30 frames.
I know.
They said 60 frames didn't even like really help their games that much.
No, that's false. They said that, and that was the reason they gave you to accept welfare.
But all their games prior to that ran at 60 though. Why would they all of a sudden say that?
Because consoles were pushing for HD graphics. Because you guys, oh my god, look at the graphics. You can't advertise frame rate.
Interesting.
But
you can't.
I don't know what you're talking about with Spider-Man not looking right at 60. I think you just picked up a drug habit around that time, Jack.
If you look, everything is it's like I don't know. I can't explain it, bro. I just like the way fidelity mode.
You think it looks sped up rather than actually 60 frames?
No. That's not even what I'm talking about. The visuals, the fidelity mode just made it look way better. I just like the way it looked.
Hey man, you got it.
Yeah, I mean, my first playthrough of Miles Morales was definitely in fidelity mode because I wanted to see the ray tracing and all that. My first playthrough was definitely fidelity. No.
I went to 60. I put that shit back to fidelity. I'm like, man.
No, the 60 looks really good as well. Like when I put it to 60, I'm like, yo, this, especially swinging through and doing it, fighting and everything. It definitely was. It definitely was on point.
BG, you got time for court real quick?
Yeah, I guess. Go ahead, make it quick.
Play this for Jack because Jack does wear glasses, so we do have to. He might be like Jimmy, where Jimmy said he can't tell the difference between 60 and 30. God of War 2 did not run at 60, dog.
I'm looking at PS3 right here. It says 60 frames. What's the issue?
Nigga,
and it's 60 on PS2.
I thought God of War 2 came out on PS2. This shit is running.
It's locked 60 on PS3 and it's unlocked on PS2.
Nigga,
but
this shit be dropping to like 33, 40s consistently. This shit is not a 60 frame game.
The last time I played this game was on PS3. So I don't know.
The last time.
Yeah, it was locked 60.
Like I said, when these games originally came out, this shit was not 60.
It's 54. I mean, it's an unlocked frame rate on the PS2.
Like I said, welfare.
Okay.
Like, bro, if my computer was running a game like this, I might have to throw it out the window, like VG did.
Hey, let me just say this about all these niggas capping for 30 frames, right? You motherfuckers, first of all, you gonna play whatever frame rate they fucking give you, right? When
That's
I'm
false.
not.
I get what Jack's
I'm
saying
not
because
talking.
like
All these niggas that play Horizon, Days Gone, all that shit, you still playing games at 30. You play what they give you. So all this,
not only that, but last gen, especially towards the end, Last of Us Part 2,
That's what I'm
Ghost of
saying,
Tsushima,
bro.
all this shit.
Y'all played
Everybody was
Last of Us 2 and that's y'all game of the
drooling off
generation,
that
right?
shit.
That shit was 30 frames before last week. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? These niggas crazy, bro. I hate that.
BG,
Cap, bro.
Not saying that 60 frames ain't
The Last
good,
of
right?
Us Part 2 is the most highly awarded game of all time. Guess what? The Last of Us Part 2 won the most awards of all time playing at 30 frames. So shut the fuck up.
BG, can you tell these?
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Can you tell these peasants when Black Bond decides to play these Sony games?
Nigga.
You
Zelda
wait
Breath
for
of
the
the Wild
60
didn't even
frames
run
patch.
That don't matter though. The general
like 30?
community.
Did Zelda run at like 30? It's the greatest game ever.
Loving these games,
All right,
30 frames.
cool.
Here's what I'm saying, though.
All right, cool.
Here's my point. I'm not a hypocrite about it. When I say I play at 60, I'll play at 60.
Yeah,
y'all niggas, y'all want to selectively. You gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish. Y'all niggas want to decide, pick and choose when steak dinners are good or going to McDonald's is better.
Well, not on PlayStation 3. Majority of that was 30 frames, so it's like, that's what the dev said they can do. That's what the console could handle. But, I mean, what the hell are you gonna do? Like the best games last gen were on PlayStation. Some of the most rewarded games, some of the most fun games, some of the best looking games on consoles.
That's what
I'm not saying of all time. I'm saying on consoles. These games look phenomenal. They played good, and they were highly sought after from millions of fans last generation. Like this generation, we got a much more.
Said he was playing 60 frames on PlayStation for the last 10, 15 years. No, he wasn't.
They had 60 frames per second games.
Well, I named some.
All the sports games were 60 frames.
BG just showed God of War 2
all the fighting
on,
games, all the racing games. Yeah,
God of War 2 was not 60 frames on PlayStation.
BG just showed it.
Nigga, did you watch that frame rate counter?
I ain't watch it.
Okay. Hold on. We ain't got to get into all that. Because, Bond, when you say you won't play a game if it ain't 60, you stick by that. But all these niggas on social media and listen, like I said, all these games that y'all love and adore, when they was 30, y'all didn't have no issue. Would you have liked them at 60? Yeah, possibly. But you still played and enjoyed them, right? But now come on, man, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Bro.
Yeah, like now with the PlayStation 5, like obviously with the more power and everything, more can be done. 60 frame modes, all this other stuff. So
let me ask you a question though. Everybody here except Bond. If Ratchet and Clank or Rift Apart only had that fidelity option and you could not change it, everybody in here would still buy that fucking game and play it. You know why? Because everybody played 2016 and that game was 30 frames until a couple of months ago. I rest my case.
That game looked beautiful.
Bond gonna kill me for this, right? But there's certain games that look smoother than others at 30 frames.
Like what?
There are. I don't know why. Maybe it's some tech they use. But no, Ratchet and Clank 2016, it didn't look like 30 frames. I don't know how to explain it.
It was very smooth. It was very smooth.
It was the smoothest 30 frames you've ever seen. I will say that.
Probably because it was more cartoony. So maybe they was able to do some type of technique.
I didn't like God of War 2018 at 30 frames. That's a game I didn't like at 30 frames.
I didn't have an issue with that. It looked really amazing.
But the way it played though, yo, I needed that.
Oh yeah, if you're doing combat and whatnot, you.
That's what I'm saying. Games that you need precise, like sports games and shit like that, like God of War. Yeah, okay, I need the 60 frames or however how you can get it because you got to do precise movements, combos, and all that. But shit like Ratchet and Clank, where you shooting motherfuckers with like these gimmicky ass guns, I don't need no precise movements.
Yeah, the chat is saying the chat is right. It's frame pacing. That's really what it is. Yeah, Ratchet had really good frame pacing, so that's probably why.
My whole thing is this, and I've maintained this stance since last gen and really before that. Games like COD, fighting games, and sports games and stuff like that, racers. I think those games, those have to be 60. I don't think there's no other option. That has to be 60 because of what's required of you with your reaction time and stuff like that.
So Jack, I got one last question.
Games and all that stuff. You know, the jury's out.
What's up?
I got one last question. So 60 frames is the end all be all, and you can play 30 just fine, right?
It depends on the game, but mostly, yeah.
So why the fuck did you turn down a free Series S?
Nah, I'm good on that. Oh no, see, Xbox, I want all the bells and whistles with Xbox.
You see this bullshit?
No,
You
you know
see
why?
this
No, you know why?
bullshit?
This is why. This is why. If you let me fit, this is why. I can play those games at 60 frames on my PC. I can play them games already. The game
Jack, you hate games on PC though.
What PC?
The one I got.
The jiggy
What's your
top.
GPU?
I had a 1050 Ti.
A what?
1050 Ti.
Are you fucking El Mega?
He did not want to say that clearly. He said,
Bro, I can run them games.
Hold on. A 1050 1050 Ti.
That was the highest GPU they
hold on, Jack.
Eating jiggy welfare consuming. That's what K Mega had.
Xbox Series S can do 1440p. Your jiggy top can't do that.
I don't want them bum. Ayo, first of all, this is the thing. Them bum ass textures and all that. First of all, I'm playing at a lower frame rate with higher fidelity. You want me to play at a high frame rate with this shit 720p? Niggas like they made out of butter and all that. Fuck no.
Jack, you play games like Hotline Miami.
Oh man,
that game is supposed to look like that. What the fuck? Ayo,
these games.
No, they are not. Those games are not supposed to be 720p with blurry ass texture. Not at all.
They're not 720p.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Jack acting like he's too good for an Xbox is the craziest shit in life. That is insane.
I don't want no fucking shit. I want no bum ass Series S.
Like yo, niggas have offered to buy Jack an S. Like send him one for free.
I don't want that dog shit, man.
This is crazy.
If you really fuck with me, send me the X. What's this bum ass shit, man?
BG, this is exactly why I said I can't watch Press Start anymore. Between Jack, Alex, Kofi, I forgot the other persons. Like J-Man's the only one I can watch. J-Man the only one I can watch.
Oh, he
like that whole last episode, like there was too much corporate Canadian cocksucking on Sony. I'm sorry. Like, in fact, is that about to be a topic? We talking about how Sony lied. Did we get into that yet?
I mean, that's something we've established for a long time. I mean, okay, well, let's get into this. So Forbidden West, we know that's going to PS4. Gran Turismo is going to PS4. God of War is the latest thing that we learned. You know, there was speculation, but we know all these games are going to PS4 now. It's happening. Listen, my stance before y'all argue. I truly believe, and you can't convince me otherwise, I believe that putting games on old hardware holds back games. You can't convince me otherwise. You cannot convince me otherwise. It does. Because to accommodate the basement, you got to lower the ceiling. That's just how it is, okay? Yeah. Like, well, go ahead. That's just my stance.
No, go ahead. No, I didn't mean to cut you off, but you got it.
It just makes sense. It's not like the game won't look amazing, but we're not getting what we could have if we didn't have to accommodate for this low base of development that the game has to accommodate.
Did you say accommodate?
I did.
Well, you know who they accommodating, right?
Broke niggas.
Yep.
At the end of the day, like by the time that these games were in development, like it probably wasn't hurting at that moment. But like if you make a game strictly on a PS5 dev kit, you have access to more tools, you have access to more power, you can do features that you couldn't necessarily do in the previous ones. I mean, I'm pretty sure the devs, didn't they say in the original Horizon they wanted to do some kind of flying mechanism, but they couldn't do it because of the console. Like, there's no denying it. Like, people can speak in circles, you can do whatever you want. Like, it holds it back, you know, because I talked to one of my dev friends and he said, like, look, he's like, the way things are going now, the reason it's done the way it is because obviously when Forbidden West, it's called Forbidden West, right?
Yeah.
Forbidden frame rates.
When it started its development cycle, clearly they can't just wait a year or maybe a year and a half for a PS5 dev kit. Like that's going to waste mad time.
Well, if anything, PlayStation devs would have dev kits. They get priority when it comes to that. So I'm pretty sure PlayStation devs had the very first, like fresh off the line dev kits.
They might have had the very first ones, but did they have it literally right after they needed?
They want.
I don't think they. Oh, go ahead.
They wouldn't even need it because they could just develop on PC. Oh, damn! This bitch just took an F5. They would just develop the game on a PC of the targeted equivalent. They wouldn't have to develop it on the PS4.
Well, the thing that gets me is like, especially with the interview with Horizon, he was saying that they started developing this game on PlayStation 4 and that the game is being developed and tested now on PlayStation 4 and not necessarily PlayStation 5. My issue is, it's their biggest titles. Horizon, God of War, GT, these are system seller titles that if they were exclusive to the PlayStation 5, these would move systems. I mean, I'm sure they still will now, but the fact that these are the big titles that are cross-gen, when you look back to last gen, when PlayStation 4 hit, biggest titles were only on PlayStation 4 because that's where they wanted people to go. That's where they wanted people to go. And with Jim Ryan and what he said in the past, he said that he wanted to transition people over much quicker, right? How the fuck are you doing that when shit's being released on PlayStation 4? People are already cheap and already complaining about $70 games and all this. You're giving people more reasons not to move over, especially when you got the biggest titles coming out on last-gen consoles. And then, to your point, BG, I agree 100%. People keep saying, oh, well, it's both of them are x86, so it's easier to develop for and scale up. I'm like, that's not the point. From a design perspective, a design code, like the lines of code, a design perspective, things have to be on that same playing field because of where your work, what you have to work with. Look, so they fucking up. They fucking up with that. I don't agree with it. It's stupid.
Not to mention,
it's crazy.
Not to mention the workload in general, like developing for the PS4 and the Pro. I mean, obviously there's not a huge lot going for that, but it's just like, because they got to keep the PS5 in mind with the kind of enhancements they want to do. It's like, I get it. The real reason they did this is because they want that cash flow that's going into the PS4 install base.
Yeah,
because that's the reason they're more willing to take a risk on stuff like Ratchet and Clank and Returnal, because they know that sure they could sell more going on the PlayStation 4, but if they took a risk on something like God of War or Horizon, they would probably see way less return than just keeping it on the PS5.
Let me
I want
just
to
read
see how they
these.
price it.
Oh,
If they put it at 72 on the PS4.
I don't think so. Wouldn't
No,
it be
it's
60
gonna
on?
be, no. Yeah,
It's gonna be the 10 on the.
Yeah.
Are they gonna charge for the upgrade, or is there gonna be no upgrade?
They probably are. I mean, yeah, they gonna have to. Yeah.
So
hold on. My other thing is this though. Everybody made fun of Xbox. They made fun of Halo. Halo is being held back by the original one. They need to get rid of it. They're wasting all this time, energy, and resources trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Praise Sony. And the second the things shift, you got people like Kofi. Oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, we'll still get the PS5 games that are built from the ground up after these games in like 2023. And Hard 8's like, bro, we bought consoles in 2020, and you're not getting games built for that console until 2023. And now Kofi's excuse, that's bullshit.
I think the biggest reason here is just the amount of effort they went to hide this stuff from people, and the amount they went to blatantly lie and put in advertising that games are PlayStation 5 exclusives when they know they wasn't. Like, they didn't say Miles was going to be a PS4 game till damn near the game was about to come out. Like,
that's and that's the part, because like a lot of people say, oh well, that's the old messaging. You also have to look at the optics, right? Shout out to the optics.
Y'all love that word.
You gotta look at the optics, right?
Optics, here we go.
When Jim Ryan said, "Oh, we believe in generations," blah blah blah. That was anybody that was following that news knew that was a direct response to what Phil Spencer, Matt Booty, and team were talking about, supporting the family of consoles. Everyone and their mama was on Twitter, in podcasts, making fun of Xbox for doing this. And then we saw Halo and it was like, oh no. We need to you need to cut this out right now.
I think
we see it with PlayStation, and there's definitely a lot of people that are like, oh, it's not that big a deal, blah blah blah. No, it is a big deal, especially for someone that's a day one early adopter that has a PlayStation 5. Gaming is a very selfish experience. No offense, but I really don't give a fuck about nobody else's experience. It's about mine. I want every game to be PlayStation 5. I have a PlayStation 5. I don't care about PlayStation 4. I don't care about PlayStation 4 players. You can't get the console, too bad, boo-hoo, I get it. You just gonna have to wait. There's people that can't drive a Lambo and don't live in a mansion. You don't see them crying about lower the price of mansions. No, you got to work your way up. Listen, man, wait until they're available. But for the people, exactly. So for the people that do have PS5s, why do we have to suffer?
Why do we have to suffer? Because look, women don't make excuses for broke niggas, so why should we?
Yeah, fact.
Do you think that? Because at the end of the day, like, do you think maybe this next Spider-Man might be a cross-gen? Like, because how long have they been working on that?
It depends I don't when think it comes out. Yeah,
I mean, some of you thought God of War was not going to be a cross-gen. Let's be real.
Okay, look, I think we can look. I think we can look at if it started development at a certain point, then we could assume it's. I don't know what the certain point is, though.
So, I'm assuming that there's a bigger team working on Spider-Man. Like, I don't think everyone, because Insomniac's a big team, so I'm assuming there were a decent amount of people working on the next Spider-Man while they finished up Miles. Like
that shit gonna be cross-gen.
Nah, I'm willing to take a bet. I'm willing to take a bet as PS5 only.
Because look,
crazy.
Because at first they said, okay, God of War and Horizon started development on PS4. That's why it's gonna be on PS4. But if you just look at the article just came out, they were always developing GT7 to be PS5 only, and they went back and added it to the PS4, right?
Well, so, that's the other side of it, Jack. It's like, yo, this cross-gen shit is actually prohibiting games from releasing, because like with GT, that was PS5 only. They plastered that everywhere. And then the game was supposed to be released in the window of the PS5 launch window, then got pushed to 2021. Then we get this news about cross-gen. Then it gets pushed to 2022. So games are getting pushed back
and
at the expense of cross-gen. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
You know what it makes me think? Because, like, how does PlayStation keep messing up what they be putting on their trailers? Like, they be putting up on PC on their Demon Souls trailers and stuff, and then revoke it and change it. Like, they be putting PlayStation 5 exclusive on Gran Turismo stuff. Like they be messing up a lot. Like, how do we even really know what's going on? I don't even think they know what's going on at this point.
It's really no reason for them to ever stop doing cross-gen because people don't complain. People keep saying it's not an issue. I don't care. Why should more people not be able to play the game? We probably get cross-gen for the rest of the goddamn generation. And if you talking about this shit ain't gonna stop to 20, if they talking about this shit ain't gonna stop for another 3 years, that is almost the whole fucking generation. 2 years after that, they announced the PS6.
Look what happened with God of War. Like do you guys think even if the pandemic hit, God of War was coming out this year?
No, I don't.
Then why even give it a release date? Like, why even say it's coming out in 2021?
Why?
I think they got premature with that, because when they showed it at the Future of Gaming in June of 2020, we only seen that trailer or that little snippet. We hadn't heard anything since almost a year. I already knew, like, yo, this ain't coming out no time soon. We ain't heard shit.
I low-key felt like they knew they didn't have like a drop the mic moment, and they just threw that in there knowing damn well it's years out.
And
there was some drop the mic moments there. But
my thing with God of War, right, is like, okay, let's say, y'all put it on PS4 because, it's a pandemic, and y'all there's a chip shortage and everything. Everybody can't get PS5s, and y'all don't want to bail on that $120 million base. But my thing is, like, when do you consider the wellness, the wellness of the game? Because God of War 2018 struggled even on PS4 Pros. Now we're talking about God of War 2022 has to work on a base PlayStation. God of War 2018 was about to blow up PlayStations, bro.
I think
now 2020, like, that's
you're
crazy.
You're gonna see like intervene like certain gameplay mechanics or stuff like that in God of War, but I wouldn't like. I would see like a similar thing comes to like what Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. That's probably what you're going to see between God of War and the new God of War Ragnarok.
Because I remember Corey saying that like certain parts of the games, like there was a certain part. I think it was when Kratos was on a boat, and he literally said like I remember just riding through the boat, and there was like I was like, why is it just like one enemy? Right. This is when he was going back to his house. There was like one enemy here, one enemy there. I'm like, this is weird. Why are they so sporadic? And I think it was like just a space or memory issue, whatever it was. So like if it was limited then, things are going to be way worse.
And what's crazy
now.
is like God of War, because I always say this on Iron Lord's podcast, like God of War is a phenomenon. Like what he was able to do with that brand and with that that system, like not everybody can do that in this gaming industry.
Yeah, rebranding.
Like that's why he got so emotional when he saw the reviews, because he honestly didn't know how people were going to react to it.
Rebooting and rebranding a game is extremely hard to do. I don't think people still give him enough credit for that.
It's
like
really
that's why like it's almost never done. You don't like developers will be like, okay, we'll add mechanics here and there, but we won't completely change the game. Like it's almost never done.
We've had it happen a couple of times. Like remember that Devil May Cry Ninja Theory made? Ain't nobody like that shit. Like people, no one talks about that game.
Yeah. Let me read some of the differences they said are going to be in the PS4 and PS5 version of Forbidden West. So the PS5 version is going to offer a 60 frames mode. Apparently
that's good.
So the PS4 version won't have that. The of course is going to be the 3D audio and the DualSense integration on PS5. The cinematic grade lighting system. They said that's only going to be on PS4 in the cutscenes. So it's going to be on PS5 in the entire game. The PS5 also has special rendering for underwater. So yeah, there's the free climbing system, the overhaul skill tree, melee combo system, workbench style system upgrades for Aloy. They said the game is going to be bigger, but it's going to focus on the density, and the underwater gameplay is going to be deeper than people expect. So that's what they said in the blog. And we still don't have a release date. I'm willing to bet this game comes out 2022. I think this game is not coming out this year.
I think it's 2022 too. Because to me, I feel like if that game was coming out in 2021, like why even have that state of play when you could just have a state of play like after E3 and give a release date then? Like, why are you going to?
They wanted to get gameplay out there because a lot of people were clamoring to see they really wanted to see gameplay of this game. I think it's good that they put this state of play out there to get that interest up.
Yeah. They said they was gonna do more than one showing. If we ain't got a release date by the end of August, hell no, and they coming out this year. Like that's how I look at it. Really. Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Because like Horizon, it just doesn't feel like a game that would come out in October and November. The latest it could come out is September, and that's too soon.
And when is Sony? Like Sony don't generally release games like late in the holiday anymore.
No, they stopped doing that.
I can't remember the last time they released the game
because they did that during.
They're under new leadership, so I could see that something they may do again just to get it out there because they may have some stuff for 2022 lined up.
I personally
in games like that.
I personally feel like releasing games in November with like Call of Duty and Battlefield, like why would you ever want to willingly do that? Like,
yeah, because remember they did that. They did that sometimes during the PS3, and their games was getting killed.
And I think that's the reason they stopped. But
yeah,
like this new leadership don't agree. Like,
I
think they just need to drop it.
I think if they release it in like September or something like that, September, October, I think it'll be fine. Horizon is a popular enough franchise where it can definitely it'll have eyes on it for sure.
Well, there's a lot of games that's been delayed too, so it still might have a good month with no competition.
I think this happened last week.
The other side of it, I'm sorry to cut you off, busy, but the other side of it too is we're coming up on this year is the 1 year anniversary of PS5 launch. You gotta have something come out, like you feel me, like November 12th, and that's on Friday.
Ratchet and Clank.
They're gonna give your ass a blog post.
That's in June. That's in June. We talking about November, like that's 1 year anniversary. It's like have a dope game come out around that time or close to that time to capitalize on that hype.
I mean, did
I
they
feel
do
like
that
they
with
should.
the PS4?
Didn't they celebrate the 25th anniversary of PlayStation by tweeting out a controller? We thought they were gonna have more information. That joint was crazy.
We've been waiting for that. I don't play. What's the factions? And they always be like on their yearly anniversary. You guys all get hyped for that factions release date or some kind of news.
I think Factions is gonna be coming out around like probably towards the end of the summer.
Nope. Factions will be out with the remake of last. The Factions will come out with the remake of the Trash of Us Part 1.
I bet you. I bet you they do that. I bet you.
Yo, that would be pretty foul, bro.
Because Factions isn't technically part of The Last of Us. Like they're gonna say they're gonna say that, yeah, it's what?
They're launching in a separate game. Yeah, it's a separate game now.
It's not gonna be part of it. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they try to charge you like $20-$30 for that. Like
I think it'll be attached to the first game. I think they'll do that. It might be a minute
since that game came out, fam. It's been a minute since that game came out.
But if you notice, all the online footage they shown was maps from the first game. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they done had this shit in the tuck for a minute.
So you think that if it does drop, if you own Last of Us 2, you just get it automatically?
No, if you buy the Last of Us remake, they coming out.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you're getting that part of Last of Us 2. There's a lot of people that think that.
No,
like,
fuck
no, they're going to charge you individually for that.
It might be standalone, but most people that got Last of Us 2 probably gonna buy the remake anyway, though. So I think it's gonna be a part of that too.
Sony been confirmed they are working on a new IP. They said I'm not reading the actual quote verbatim. They was like, hey, y'all, appreciate y'all trying to support Days Gone. Yeah, but we can't make that sequel no more. Sony ain't letting us, fam, because, y'all ain't support that joint enough. So we got to work on a new IP.
You don't want to read it verbatim because you wanted to throw your own spice in that.
Hey, man, it's no secret I don't like Days Gone. So I'm not mad at this news. I'm glad they're not making a Days Gone sequel. I think they need.
I feel like it deserved it, man.
They need to take what they learned from their mistake with Days Gone and make a better IP.
But I mean, if we had that mentality, a lot of games wouldn't be around.
You're right.
That's true. That's true.
You're right. But
and that's one of the things I always give Sony is like, even if a game came out and it didn't do the greatest, like they've been on record multiple times saying that we're able to support smaller titles and give them sequels because our bigger titles do extremely well. Like if it feels like that kind of mindset, probably not necessarily gone, but it's definitely not in the amount of support that they used to have with that.
I mean, they just said they got 25 new games and half of which are new IPs. I mean, it seems like that idea is still there.
I mean, they also have a PlayStation VR, so I mean, you could probably count 5 or 6 games just in VR. That's going to be your new IP.
Are those still not games though? Like, what are we saying?
We're really going to compare VR games to the games that we want.
Are they games? Period. It's not about putting a stigma to it. Are they games? Yes or no?
If you want to play that, that's fine. Those are
it's not about
games.
me playing it. I'm asking you. Are they games?
Just
period.
You I don't care about those games. Those are your games.
But those are still games. Just because you don't care about them, just because you don't care about them, don't mean that they can be dismissed as games. No, I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm just saying.
I don't care about VR.
No. It's not about being upset. I really don't care if you like VR or not. I'm saying just because you don't like those games don't mean that they can be dismissed as being games.
I can dismiss whatever the fuck I want that I don't care about. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care about VR, so their games might as well not exist.
I like this.
This
Dude, want me to acknowledge games that I get 2 shits about.
Hey man, that'd be my energy. I pretend games that I don't like, they don't exist. I ain't gonna lie, that's my energy.
So I always say, man, like when I watch these like press conferences and stuff, I'm watching for me. I don't give a fuck what the person next to me wants.
Y'all did say gaming is a selfish hobby, so there you go. Hey man, when they showing a new PSVR, I might want to check that out.
Boy, zesty. Look, yeah, I mean, look, I don't care about
Jeff Keighley and his picklehead will be showing it off.
Wow.
Excuse me?
Picklehead. I don't care about VR because I don't believe the technology was there with the last PlayStation VR because it was very entry level and cheap and everything. But this one I'm looking forward to. I think the games will look and perform better and be actually games because I think those first PSVR games were more like tech demos.
The first Astrobot game was a VR game, yeah.
True. Well, and that was the exception. Like like a lot of those games, they weren't even games; they were experiences. They were VR experiences.
Some of them. The VR definitely got to follow because it's been mad successful for a VR. I just don't give two shits about VR. So, like, whatever's made for VR, it literally might as well not exist to me.
I'll try it one day.
You two knuckleheads arguing made me forget the topic. What was he talking about? What was the original? Oh yeah, Sony Bend. So yeah, shout out to them for I hope this new IP turns out well. They learn from their mistakes. They learned that a game don't got to be 60 hours long just to be 60 hours. Make that thing a nice 30. With and make it just focused and concentrated.
Yeah, Days Gone would have been like 40 hours.
Yeah,
I agree.
All right. Okay. What else we got? Let me move on. King of Fighters 15 was delayed till 2022. I don't really know. I don't really think nobody really cares, but I'm putting it out there. If there's any King of Fighters fans,
I care. Yeah, I care. It sucks, but
okay.
I get it. Hopefully, put that rollback net code in.
Okay. I think this happened last podcast, but I forgot to mention it. This crossplay thing with Randy Pitchford and Borderlands 3. He said he's been required by the publisher to remove crossplay support from PlayStation, but he didn't specify. So I think people were a little bit confused. It's like, did PlayStation force you or did 2K force you?
I think it was 2K because they didn't want to. I mean, I don't necessarily know if there's like an actual fee or something like that, but I think 2K is probably on that. In case they want to charge us the fee, it's easier not to do it than it is to do it and get charged a fee.
Because for those of you who don't know, there was like some PlayStation documents that came out that Sony was charging devs, third-party devs, pretty much a crossplay fee. And hey, bruh, I think Sony is something else. They literally this is not like it's business, but I don't think like Microsoft probably ain't doing it. I'll say that.
You see why Epic paid that fee though? They said 48% of their overall revenue was from PlayStation. So
and plus like Epic had no choice to pay that. Like you can't like go on that huge grinding stuff that they was going on to get that shit done, and then when Sony's like, "All right, but you paid us," and then
that's true.
They had to pay that. They had no choice.
That's facts too. Yep.
And it's a one-time fee as far as I know, and like you make a whole bunch of money. Like that one-time fee is nothing for them, I think. So,
what is that?
What it is I don't know. Is it a one-time fee? Was that ever confirmed?
I thought it was one time.
It sounded like to me that it's like a lost in revenue. Like if they normally get this from this amount of players, but they go to another platform and they spend it on that platform instead of the PlayStation, that they had to pay the difference in that. But I don't know. I'm not really educated 100% in that matter. But like I think if that is how the way it is, 2K's not doing it because of Borderlands. They're doing it because of NBA 2K. They don't want those microtransactions going anywhere.
They might as well do it on all their games that they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But optically, that does look bad for PlayStation. That's Persona would say. Optically.
Hey, one thing I learned from this crossplay shit ever since it's been announced, like, them PC niggas ass. They was hyping it up about mouse and keyboard, that. We got all these frame rates. So I was kind of shook when they turned that crossplay on. But I was shook when that crossplay got turned on. But them niggas been getting washed.
People in the chat are saying it's a monthly payment. It's a month.
Damn, a monthly.
Well, no, they can handle that. They can hold that. Ain't nothing.
They got the money, but the question is, they trying to pay.
If you got to think it though, Kofi, not Kofi, PG.
Kofi,
you got to think of VG.
Wrong show, sir.
Same difference.
If you got to think about it, like maybe that's just like individual games. If they open that up for Borderlands, who knows that like all their other games want to do it, and then before you know it, they're paying like 9 monthly payments. That's how it works. Like
I'm gonna say this though, if this continue and devs put crossplay everywhere except, actually, you know what? I actually wouldn't give a fuck because I don't really care about
Because Jack don't want to play with terrorists.
crossplay. But for the sake of optics, I would say they're gonna have to waive that fee, dog. Because that's gonna look crazy if every game going forward got crossplay on everything except PlayStation. That's gonna look bad,
listen,
bro.
man.
They have to
Listen,
waive
when,
that shit.
When PlayStation's got the majority market share,
it pays
they
to
can
be
get
the
away with
market
that.
leader. It pays
Bro,
to be the
you
market
guys-
leader, bro.
You guys don't remember last generation when Sony wanted crossplay, but Microsoft didn't want any crossplay on Xbox Live. We don't want them accessing. It's not safe and secure. Now they want to play nice.
Mm-hmm.
Losers always band together.
Yeah, they said it was a closed platform and they ain't want nobody on.
You know what's crazy? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Fortnite, but like what Fortnite has done in the industry is crazy. Like, I don't think like Call of Duty would have crossplay. They wouldn't have put pressure on Sony like that. Like all these games getting crossplay, like we're about to see Destiny, because Bungie put pressure on Sony too. They were about to go to a meeting. They're like, look, like we're doing crossplay with everyone but you. So if you don't get on board, we're announcing it. And they came at the last minute and agreed to it.
Mm. Okay. Hey man, pays to be the market leader. Is what it is. Let's get to E3.
Ew.
Them. So first of all, let me go to the schedule. So the E3 schedule. Saturday is June 12th. That's Ubisoft and Gearbox. Sunday is Microsoft and Bethesda. Also Square Enix, PC Gaming, Warner Bros. They're apparently only going to be showing Back for Blood.
Trash.
Monday, there's going to be some stuff from Capcom, Take-Two, Mythical Games, whoever the hell that is. And Tuesday, there's going to be the Nintendo Direct, Nintendo Treehouse, and Bandai Namco. And yeah, that's pretty much the E3 schedule this week. You know, Sony's doing their own thing. But does anybody
who's got the biggest floor plan?
Xbox niggas went from saying wait till E3 to wait till 2023. This shit crazy.
Wow.
That's another banger. Hey Tony, you on it today, man?
Yes, sir.
I don't have any predictions. I really don't. Like, you know, I don't really have any predictions, man. I don't know. I'm really just like waiting to see what happens.
I predict disappointment.
I do want to see what that Marvel XCOM game is, though.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm hyped for that.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
Hey, Attic, you got you plugged in a little bit. Let me ask you a question. When that Cuphead DLC coming out, fam?
I don't know, dude. I completely forgot about that game. I never get asked about it. Like, I forgot that game exists, and I'm pretty sure Microsoft forgot that game exists. Like,
they announced that DLC
talked about it in like 2 years. Like,
yeah, they announced that DLC 3 years ago.
I mean, hopefully, maybe it comes out like at E3. Like, I don't even know. I wouldn't be surprised because that's a multiplayer. Like it's on everything now. I wouldn't be surprised if that's at like the PlayStation event. Like,
what if they're just making the sequel and like said forget the DLC, let's just make it into a sequel.
They started making a. I would be okay with that because Cuphead was a great game. I really enjoyed Cuphead.
But yeah, like, okay, let's start with Microsoft specifically. Let's start with Microsoft specifically. Will Microsoft, because you know it's been years of the greatest Xbox lineup, you know, the best lineup you've seen, you know, the best, most impressive thing ever since sliced bread with Microsoft, you know, all that. Are they going to deliver this time? You know what?
No.
They got Bethesda now. Are we going to see gameplay? Because you know I ain't with the cinematic trailers. I'm not with it. I need to see gameplay of stuff.
I have a feeling you got some bad news for you because I have a feeling they about to throw out multiple of those cinematic trailers, man.
Yeah.
We'll see though. We'll see.
Hold on. Why am I hearing? Is it true that the two of they big games they showing off both Forza games? Like they showing off two of them joints?
I don't think Motorsport will be there. I do think
Rise
is going to be. I think Motorsport's coming out next year.
Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know about this Xbox joint.
But like I said, like
I mean, I hope they deliver because you know, 4 years of saying wait till E3s, one of them got to be good, right? So
hey yo,
I'm hoping they deliver because this is really make or break. You got a new console gen. You really gonna have to show off like why people need to buy this console and support this ecosystem.
Well, I enjoyed last year, so.
And people have been saying it's been make or break for Microsoft for like 5 years straight.
They say that.
No. They've been saying it since, according to my videos, it's been since 2013.
Exactly. And no matter what they show, after the event, they're going to say, well, we have Game Pass, the greatest deal in game. It's going to be the same shit, bro. Like, nobody gives a shit for real.
Because, I mean, and what Attic is saying makes sense because, like, we already know most of their games are like 20 or at least 2 years away. So if your game is 2 years away, you're probably not even going to show gameplay that soon. So we're going to see it's just going to be all cinematics and CGI and all this, man. That's not going to be a conference.
I have a feeling like they're going to show you, more of their roadmap, and they might throw in some gameplay here and there. But like, I feel like you'll see Starfield gameplay. You'll see Halo, obviously. I'm pretty sure you'll see Forza. Supposedly maybe that Omen game's coming out next year, so you'll probably see gameplay on that.
Sorry, I missed that question.
Omen? What the hell is that?
It's Project Omen. It's some kind of vampire game that the people make Dishonored's making. So.
Oh, I was gonna ask about that. Oh yeah, because I heard they got a new game, so that's their new game. Okay.
And probably that Project Typhoon games is going to be there. So and that's probably coming out next year. So you might see gameplay on that.
We're talking about just these Xbox predictions. What are they going to show, Smooth? Is it mostly going to be just cinematics and CGI, man?
No. We're going to see a lot of gameplay. We're going to see a lot of gameplay.
Really?
I think it'll be a mixture.
Yeah. We're going to see more than last year. That's all I care. But
well, I mean, there wasn't really gameplay last year, so that's
I'm
not much of a climb, kid.
I'm still in a surplus. It doesn't need to be still in the surplus.
They showing State of Decay 3? State of Decay 3? They showing that?
No, they're not showing no State of Decay 3.
I don't think that's.
They're gonna be obviously we gonna get
Sheesh.
Halo Infinite. Nope. I hope, but
come on, man.
Obviously Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, Starfield, that Omen game, the two projects that Xbox have like that they're doing with different studios, like the Project Typhoon game, and I think I don't know if we'll see gameplay, but I do think we'll get at least a CGI of the of IO Interactive game with Xbox.
I don't think we'll see that.
Project. Hey, I mean, I don't know, but I'm just going
years away, man. Like 2023, 2024.
So was all the games they showed last year.
No, IO Interactive. Val, it's probably come out like 2023. Like none of these games are that far out.
I think we'll see Indiana Jones, Wolfenstein 3.
I don't think we'll see Indiana Jones.
Nigga, he's asking me what the fuck do you think? You keep butting it with this. I don't think we'll see that. Like shit.
I'm just being rude.
I don't like stop. That shit is driving me nuts.
He's killing your dreams. Addict's just trying to keep it real with you, bro. He trying to temper you.
I don't. No, I'm not tempering my expectations. I'm gonna keep throwing these names out until something happens. But like,
why you mad Addict for? He's just trying to help.
Because you realize that when y'all play this back, I would have named 3 or 4 fucking games, and every time I said something, he'd come in with the same damn comment.
He's just trying to keep you in check.
Oh, no, I don't think we're going to see that. But, okay, what will I see? Like, what can I say?
That's what he's trying to tell you.
I won't interrupt you. Continue.
Don't overtalk me.
Nah. Snap on him like you snapped on Persona, Addict.
Right, Jack. Don't overtalk me.
Addict is trying to help you out. He's trying to help you not be disappointed, and you mad at him.
Oh, I won't be disappointed. No, but see, I don't want people to do that. That's the problem. That is the problem.
Smooth. If you literally said that Xbox would have a trash conference, it would have the best conference ever. Just say it's going to be trash.
Matter of fact, Bond, you're absolutely right. Xbox is going to have a horrible conference.
Just make videos and just dog it. Say this shit's going to be trash. It'll be the best thing ever.
It's gonna be, it's gonna be so trash. I might not watch it.
Oh, there you go, Smooth. Now you know how to make Xbox better.
See if it works.
I think.
Go ahead, Addict. You can continue to kill Smooth's faith.
It's not faith. It's just like they don't even have a name for that game. So like I just don't see.
It just didn't stop them from doing that shit last year.
But they had names for all those games.
The Project Dragon. Hey, Project Athia. That wasn't his fucking name in it.
That was
like,
Sony and
doesn't
Square
matter. They can still put names
Oh my
on stuff
God.
like that and be like, oh, that's fine. They can call it. I still have a project name or
Another
code name
company
for a
does
game.
something, Microsoft gonna do it.
But Microsoft has done that before. Project Scorpio, Project Scarlet.
Oh my God. Hardware, software. Okay, I got you, Smith. I got you.
Like it.
Yo, what the fuck is going on right now?
I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah,
I think, but no, I think there's going to be some. I believe there is going to be a great show, regardless of what's shown or regardless of the omissions that are reported not to be there. I think there's going to be some great stuff there. So either way, everybody's going to be talking about it.
They gotta take up time showing shit like Sea of Thieves and
that's definitely gonna be there.
Minecraft, that's gonna get some shine up there.
I don't want to see Minecraft.
I think
that's like
unless
they have to show it.
Unless they show like an expansion for the new Minecraft dungeons, I don't know if Minecraft will be there or not.
You don't think so, really?
I think games like Halo, Forza, and Starfield get a minimum 8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, that seems about right. I kind of hope Halo gets a little bit more though, like because for some reason I'm really feeling like they're just going to show multiplayer. They're not going to show single player at all.
Ooh. Why would they do that?
Just the way they did that advertising. Like if you look at that advertising they showed for E3, it's nothing but multiplayer cosmetic skins. Like why is it? I mean, they didn't advertise Master Chief, Cortana, Atriox. Like they decided to put them up there. That makes no sense. Why would you?
It makes no sense, but I'm going to use my wisdom and assume they're not that fucking stupid to just let's just show off multiplayer. That didn't go well for Gears when they did that shit.
But didn't they do that for Gears?
Yeah, the year that was supposed to come out, like when everybody wanted to see more of the campaign they did.
I don't necessarily think like when it came to that, like I hope they show single player, but like what they've been showing kind of makes me think it's just going to be multiplayer.
Well, they have all summer to show multiplayer. They need to. I don't give a fuck. They just need to redo the demo. I don't care. I'll watch the same demo we watched last year. Just show me the improvement.
Dude, no, I don't want to see the exact same demo, kid.
Hey, but I'd rather see any. I don't need. All right. As an avid Halo fan, I don't need to see any Halo multiplayer at all. I can go the entire year until release without seeing the multiplayer. Why? Like unless it's
want to play the multiplayer, I want to see it.
No, just because I don't need to see the multiplayer doesn't mean I don't want to play. I already know what Halo multiplayer brings to the table. I already know. I'm not hyped to show.
What if it got changes though? What if it got changes?
All right, show me the one new mode you're bringing to the game. That's all. But I don't want the whole entire demo. No, yeah, but that's no. Show the whatever newest additions, but that better not be the thing and not show campaign. No, you show campaign and then you show the bullshit for the multiplayer.
I mean, I agree with you. I do feel like they need to show some form of campaign, and they might, but I don't know. The way that all that stuff up there is multiplayer skins just makes me. It would have been easy to throw Master Chief in there or something. It's like they're not even trying to highlight on the campaign and the marketing for this.
I think go ahead. Let's move.
No, go ahead, BG. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think it was Rand who said like he doesn't think they would show the same demo they showed because that would pretty much be highlighting, hey, this is how bad our game looked before. You were right. Like, yeah, what we showed you before was trash. So they would be highlighting their own fault.
They're gonna do some of that though. They're gonna do some of that to show the comparison though, so people can be like, "Oh wow, like I really see the improvements." Type shit. I think they got to do that.
I actually hope they have the balls to do something like that because that's direct. Yeah. Like that's like, look, like we understand that you was disappointed with the shit we showed last year. Well, some of you is like, here's what it looks like. I want them to like. I want them to show the same sections of the ring, not the same exact one that they did last year, and then just like switch over and like have a picture. It's like, here's the improvements we've made. But it's just like, it's like Grant said, like that is literally stating we was wrong last year. And a lot of these companies ain't down to do shit like that. Like,
they gonna show Craig and the differences. They gonna show all that, man.
Yeah, if they skipped a campaign and show multiplayer, we would still have the questions we had last year. You have to they have to answer. They got to show us why they delayed the fucking game. They didn't delay the game because of multiplayer.
They delayed the game because apparently the game wasn't up to stuff visually, and they blamed COVID, and they wanted to put it in the oven. So let me see what you got.
They'll show both. Like, hopefully they'll show both.
No.
What the fuck?
No,
they won't.
I see them doing it kind of like how COD does it, where they'll have a separate event dedicated to multiplayer and just focus on story here.
Thank you. I see that too.
You know what 343 will probably do? They're probably gonna have like some kind of cosmetic skin of Craig.
Oh, that's heat. I fuck with that.
Okay, so we're gonna see Starfield, like you said, so people can actually know exactly what they're excited for. Like, this is, which is weird to say, so people can know exactly what they're excited for, because
what it is.
Yeah, like
money.
people have been hyping this game and we don't even know what it is. So yeah, I'm curious. You know, I'm curious, but I don't know. Like, people, listen. I don't call me a pessimist. I don't have very high expectations for Starfield because I just don't think, like, I'm not somebody who's impressed by their previous games. You know, whatever Todd Howard, whatever.
BG,
what?
You tripping? You don't have high expectations for any Xbox games.
That's not true.
I'm actually
name one you got high expectations for.
Gears. I like. I'm somebody who's very positive about Gears' story. Besides that one decision they made, and you know, or I think Ori is amazing, and I think you know, Cuphead is. This is all third party stuff mainly, but
yeah. Now you get into the second party.
You know, but you know, I'm not Todd Howard stuff. I'm not, you know, hyped for it. Like, and I don't know why anybody really is. I mean, I did like Outer Worlds, but yeah, like I like Outer Worlds way more than I liked. I didn't like any Fallout game. I think Fallout is trash. But
going around the Xbox community, man, Outer Worlds 2 might show up at this conference.
Oh,
I'm already. Sheesh.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
I think it is too soon too. I don't know. Like, there's just so many.
Did it just come out last year, or the year before that?
I mean, I think it was 2018. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
What
it's
engine
been
is
DLC that's been dropping? DLC.
What engine is this?
But Grinder wasn't there at launch.
I'm gonna play Grounded. When I replay, I'm gonna play
Grounded. But I'm tired because I thought the platinum trophy. I thought the platinum trophy glitched for The Last of Us, right? I think I played it on Survivor, then I went through again on Grounded to get all the collectibles and all that, right? Nigga, it blocks you out of some of the upgrades, so you got to play it all over again. They take away the listen mode upgrades.
Oh yeah, you want to? Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my ass.
All right, before
I'm one away from the plat. That's tough.
Before things get really unstable, I just want to, you know, get through. So we talked about, like, I guess our Xbox and Bethesda predictions. I mean, there's Square Enix. I don't know if there's any predictions for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we get some more Final Fantasy 16
PC version of FF7.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. Babylon Falls, excited for that. Life is Strange True Colors, excited for that.
Okay.
I'm hoping we also get Octopath Traveler on PlayStation 4. PlayStation period.
Oh yeah, that game.
I'm waiting on
that, man.
I actually really enjoyed that game. I don't know why it got so much hate.
Trash.
And Dragon Quest 12. Hopefully we get like a full trailer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You think we'll see? You think
hey,
we'll see
BG talking about, you ain't even beat the first one.
I did beat the first game. We're not gonna get into this. All my haters, all my haters don't want to accept. All my haters don't want to accept I beat the game.
We can't accept fraudery because you didn't.
I beat the game. All my haters are mad. All my haters are mad. We're not gonna get into it.
I'll give you if it was actually like different ending things, but it continues the game. It's not a debate. Like,
BG thought that it's gonna get by, wasn't it?
I beat the game. I beat the boss. The credits rolled. They gave me a trophy. They put a star on my save file. Let's move on.
I just don't understand why you just don't finish it real quick.
Let's move on. I beat the game.
He don't want to talk about it. That's what there's going on.
I beat the game. It was fire. I loved it. I can't wait for the next one.
You loved it. Why you wouldn't beat it?
I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so close to my heart.
This nigga's insane.
BG couldn't even tell me the story of Dragon Quest because he didn't finish it. So
I absolutely could explain the story. Not
No,
anymore
you
because I don't remember it. But because I beat it so long ago, I can't remember.
you only got half the story because you only beat half the game. So.
Man, true endings, fake endings, boo endings. Who cares? It's an ending.
All right.
Then that
you need to tell
Wakanda, that Marvel Avengers Wakanda expansion. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Oh man, you keeping that
you
alive?
look forward to the Anaconda, huh? No, man.
I just want to see Final Fantasy 16, and maybe we'll get some more info if they have like where part 2 is. I don't know. Maybe it's a little too soon for that.
Mm-hmm. What's Take-Two gonna show?
They got a conference?
It says they're on a panel, a discussion with Take-Two throughout the day.
That's
oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. It's.
Yeah, I was gonna say we want to see trailers and gameplay, no discussions. I'm good.
Okay.
I don't mind the discussion stuff as long as it's not like in a conference. Like, do that shit on YouTube afterwards, man. Don't do it on like your conference.
They be talking about like game. I don't know. Some of that shit be boring though. Like I don't really be caring for real.
Capcom is having something though. They're gonna be showing something. Predictions.
But they got RE4 remake.
Marvel Fighters guy, man.
I don't think we're gonna see that RE4 remake though. I wish. Yeah, I already know how I feel about
why not?
Resident Evil 4.
Why not? Why would they show that?
I mean, because I remember that document. I don't know if it was real or not, but it had said like RE4 was gonna come out like 2024 or something like that. If I remember correctly,
Damn,
it was somewhere
they pushed that bitch
far
back
away.
They was alternating years. They would do a remake and then they'd do a mainline joint.
I mean, they work fast. They do work fast. So
I'm hoping we get some information about Street Fighter 6 and a new Marvel vs. Capcom game.
Y'all think
gonna be the only nigga filling them servers up again?
Oh man, y'all, what y'all think? Sony gonna like make a deal with them again to? For Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I mean,
I think they will.
They could probably get it like real easy now because they own
Evo.
The
Evo thing, yeah.
But
it's like
Street Fighter 5 flopped though. Sales.
I get that, but like a lot of the fighter community, they gravitate towards that Evo. They're like, look, man, we're gonna put if you let Street Fighter come on our shit, we're gonna plaster that everywhere at Evo. Like,
I was gonna say Evo. Street Fighter always has the most signups, and then in terms of the most played games, like in terms of community right now, Street Fighter still has one of the most active online communities with Street Fighter 5.
Don't get shit twisted. Like Sony owns that head-to-head fighting market now, and there's nothing anyone could do about it because they own Evo now.
This nigga BG camping like shit in this World Company gameplay. That's crazy.
You capping.
You talking about corner shooter simulator?
But hey, bro, this nigga BG was behind the bin for like a good 20 seconds. Nigga came up through an axe at him, and you deserve that shit.
Hey man, you see them numbers. You see them numbers I'm dropping. Don't be jealous. Okay. We talk about Square and then Capcom. I think that's really a list. E3, aside from like a few, it's looking kind of dry. I ain't gonna lie. It's not. I don't think it's gonna. It's looking kind of dry.
The good thing now is Jeff's doing his little thing again. So maybe he improved it from last year's because I didn't like last year's. So now there's competition. So I have a feeling we're gonna see a lot of like consistent information being dropped in the next couple months.
Okay.
I don't really see a lot of hype being built for this E3, man. It just doesn't have that same
a lot of it
like years before.
A lot of it has to do because it's digital too. So
I mean, you still hype it up though.
What did I say a few years ago? You know, people called me insane. What did I say? Sony is the soul and the lifeblood of E3.
Facts.
Did I say that? I think I said that.
Ever since they left, that shit been on a downward.
The thing is, though, is E3,
Nintendo not there and Sony not there. Nobody want to watch that shit.
E3's mainly directed towards like the people meeting at E3, not really, the audience. They show it to the audience for multiple reasons, but one of the reasons that's easy to do, like, publishers, developers, content creators, influencers, they're all at E3. So it's a lot easier to actually manage where you meet, who you meet, what you do, partnerships. A lot of it's done behind closed doors there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you still shouldn't have a good showcase.
I mean, no one's saying it's not a good showcase. We haven't seen E3 to see if it's a good showcase.
Well, no, I'm saying there's no hype. Like, there's no hype around it. It's
I mean, Xbox guys are
kinda
definitely hype. Microsoft fans, Xbox fans, are definitely hype.
E3. I mean, E3. Nintendo having a showcase too on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Treehouse,
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is, though, there hasn't been any like leaks, and there's nothing to go off of, you know.
Yeah, I think
It's always
that's
online.
actually a good point. Yeah, like normally people be hyping
and
it.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So no leaks.
Probably because Phil Spencer, Microsoft can't hold water at E3. They can't hold their water. Phil Spencer probably threatened to fire people this time.
It's like I said, man. Like people being extra lip shut this year.
It's because people rehearse it, don't they? So people see what's going on, and then that's how it gets leaked.
Yep, and
So
they
if
want a
it's
little bit of
online,
clout. They take some pictures
niggas,
and leak it
niggas
online.
not watching that. Yeah.
People like Tony.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's it, man. I don't really got nothing else. Yo, Tony, you gonna tell us where you really was all this time, bro? Like, bro, we could have. Tony, we could have. Hold on, Tony, we could have put some money on your books, bro. We know you was hungry. You ain't have no commissary, bro. We could have helped you out.
Y'all niggas wanna hold me down.
Come on, man. I would have sent something. I would have sent.
No, I see how Tony finesse. He got it.
Oh boy. Niggas at the block calling in my
BG must see a tweet you just put up. That's what's going on. That shit's crazy.
Hey man, don't worry about
But Tony got the latest and greatest over there. What's going on, Tony?
Yes, sir.
You got to hook me up with something, man. You doing too much over there, man.
Hey man, it is what it is. I don't know, man.
Hey, man.
No comment.
Yeah, I got anything else we forgot to mention or bring up?
Nope.
We didn't read none of the super chats. That's about it.
Go ahead and do that, Jack. What's wrong with you? You slacking, fam? What's good with this nigga, man? Ain't reading
my Discord been fucking up the whole day. I can't even. Me?
Yeah, go ahead and read them super chats, young man.
Hold on, man. Let me see, man. This shit crazy.
My bad. We ain't take no super chat breaks this episode. I'm blaming Jack.
Sorry, you can't blame me. Okay. Oh, we might not got that many. No way. Let me see here. We got Hustle and Motivate. He said, we love y'all too, WWP. Appreciate it, fam. We got Jay Barry. He said, shout out to my bro gaming with Persona. Make sure you keep it so NY like them boys that make PlayStation. You already know you got to televise the greatest nation.
Shout out to my boy Barry.
Yes, sir. We got Alice PSX. He said, Addict here before Smooth, and Addict was on time for his podcast. What the fuck? LOL. All love, Smooth. Hee. All right, let me see what else we got. E-Man2537 stumbled across BG LinkedIn. Why his profile picture look like he sings Usher Let It Burn whilst in the shower? Laughing emojis.
First of all, what is you doing looking at my LinkedIn, dog? First of all, I have my privacy settings in a way where nobody's supposed to be able to see me because there's way too many internet weirdos.
He stumbled onto it.
No, he's gotta know somebody that I know or have a connection with somebody I know. That's the only way you can actually see my LinkedIn.
So you need to do less blaming him and more blaming people around you.
Facts. I got leaky faucets around me, man. Like,
oh man.
No, but my LinkedIn profile picture is mad old. Like it's one of the pictures when I had hair. It's when I had hair still. So.
Niggas looking at LinkedIn. That's kind of sus.
What did Trey call it? What they call Trey?
Abraham. Yeah, man, that shit
Abraham LinkedIn.
That shit had me crying, dog.
That's funny.
All right, we got Alice PXX again. He said, "Give Persona the cut." I think he referring to the Patreon cut. We got Lone Wolf Gamer Tlu. He said, "I got Nuggets versus Nets in the finals. Thoughts?" I got the Jazz and probably the I say Jazz and Nets. We got Tarek Ahmed. He said, even when Smooth wins, he loses. Lakers stinky. Oh man. We got Tarek Ahmed again. He said, beat Biome 4-6 in one go. The Electro Pylon driver made it a breeze. I told y'all that's the best gun, man. All right, we got Fear's the greatest motivator. He said, imagine how much better the story of The Last of Us 2 story would be if Abby and Ellie had D cups and dump truck boobies.
Oh my god.
Okay. We got Mr. Miracle. He said, we were promised less guests this year. Why is Addict here? Shaking my head.
That
nigga singled Addict out.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
I've stopped caring what these weapon wheel people have to say. So.
Me too, Addict. I stopped caring what they say too. This technically is less guest. But Addict just asked me to be on, and we needed guests anyway because
nigga, what?
It's predictions week.
Two of the regular members not here.
I ain't been on here in a minute, man. Where'd Jimmy go?
And Smooth and Bond was late, so Tony, I'm ignoring you. If you haven't, I'm ignoring you, Tony, because I know what you're doing.
What you mean?
I know what you're doing. I'm ignoring you, Tony.
Hey, man, I missed that nigga saying nothing this episode.
Come on, man.
Go ahead, Jack. I'm ignoring you, Tony. Shout out to Jimmy.
We got Trey. Yeah, Uncle Jimmy, that's my man. We got Trago Game. He said, "Don't you just love it when Bun goes off topic?" Sometimes. We got Andrew Wilkins. He says, "Horizon Zero Dawn outsold Gears 4 and Halo 5 combined." Jeesh. We got your boy Roy. He said, "Shout out to all the Falcon fans," with a crying emoji, a tear emoji. Yeah, shout out to all the Falcons fans, man. Shout out to Julio. Shout out to that boy Julio Jones, man. War Machine Guy. Microsoft will acquire trash indie studio like Double Fine. Also, shit. It says also when is Halo 5 coming to the PC? Seem like it's skipping it. The multiplayer is fire. We got the Raven Flow. Xbox fans are waiting for E3 like religious folks waiting for the Messiah. Jeez. We got Respect My Mind with the big boy $20 donation. He said the reason Sony is skipping E3 is they don't want to hear the boos that the fans will bring their way. They need this work. You might be right about that. We got Bless Red. He says pirate all Nintendo games. Oh man.
Wow.
See, we got Lyrium. I think that's how you pronounce that. He said, what game that's going to be exclusively an Xbox Series game is going to show us the power of next gen? That's a good question. Anybody? Nope.
You probably won't see it for years.
3 years. That's what Booty said.
That sounds crazy. Okay, we got Nick with Snake, the true antagonist. He said, y'all want all these niche studios to close. Y'all trying to have like 4 genres to exist in gaming? Shaking my head. Yes. We got Andrew Wilkins again. He said, Drive Club is extremely smooth at 30 frames per second. Yeah. We got Beast Slayer John. He said, translation, PS5 owners were looking forward to Lord over and laugh at PS4 owners for the next 2 years, and now they can't. I guess he meant to look over. Let me see. We got Long Dong Silver. Y'all going to talk about General MLD being a fraud. I mean,
listen, General MLD, you got to understand, like, he's an Xbox fan, and we treat him as such. So yes, most of the things he says is going to be pro Xbox. He's always been that way.
No, I think what happened was he was hyping like the Series X, but they found out he didn't have one.
It's not shocking to me. That's not shocking.
Yeah, and then I guess
was that the one that he made a video saying, "Hey, I went and they had the last GameStop."
Hey.
I think Porter bullied into buying that shit. I seen that. I remember that one.
If you know General MLD and you've been watching him as long as
he was
like
on his ass, and then he went and bought one like the next year.
If you've been watching him as long as me and Bond have, it's not shocking to me that he didn't have one, and then like he's been. It's not shocking to me.
Well, you know why? Because he was smart. He said exactly what I said. There's no reason to get a new console because all they have is old games from last consoles.
Hey, man.
And because Halo got delayed, he didn't want to get one.
I mean, it is funny. It is funny that they said he got bullied into buying one. Like that.
I guess like the main reason I got a console so early is because I got tired of playing with the PC terrorist on Destiny Online on PC. So
no, you were still playing on the Xbox One.
Oh, get him.
That's why I got it. That's exactly why I got a Series X.
Because I.
How did PC factor into that?
So we're gonna act like I wasn't on PC up until the Series X came out, kid. We're gonna act like that wouldn't happen. That didn't happen, right?
No, I didn't say that didn't happen. I was like, but the thing is, you were still technically on the Xbox One when you were playing on the Xbox.
How often did I bitch about the cheating going on in Destiny on PC?
Oh, a lot. That was
so you go sit here trying to act like I'm lying.
I never said you were lying. It's literally, I was highlighting
Trouble in Paradise.
You had more of a reason to upgrade your Xbox One.
thought you was trying to say I was capping. I wasn't telling the truth.
I'm not into that. Let me expose you right quick. Attic, you're my friend. Remember? Like, damn, don't get us all hostile.
Don't say the F word around Bond.
Yeah,
don't say the F word around Bond.
Bond called me a friend a couple times in the last 3 years.
So, Attic, you were a homeless welfare peasant playing with terrorists.
It's bad over there, man. Like Destiny 2 is bad on PC.
I can imagine.
It's horrible. And you know what's funny? It's like people are like, oh, it's only Destiny 2. You can't get away from cheating on PC. I went to play Fall Guys and people were floating around the map. Like no, man. Like PC is some of the worst gaming you could do in terms of online play.
Alex ain't trying to hear that.
No, I meant online play. Obviously, Alex, he plays games that have that crack down on a little bit more, I guess. Like what's that? Counter-Strike. I don't think that. I don't know. There might be cheating going on there, but all I know is Destiny that there was cheating now all year long.
Damn.
There's a lot of cheating happening in trials where they were like not even like playing the matches and getting flawless. It was really bad on PC.
People doing supers and shooting through walls and shit.
Hey, how come y'all let that other Tony slide, man? He giving Tony's a bad name out here, man.
Other Tony? What you talking about?
I heard that nigga reviewing games he ain't beat. This shit crazy.
Really? I ain't know nothing about that.
I think.
He said that on I did an interview with him and he said that.
Oh man, that's crazy.
No, I think he said he said you don't have to, but I don't think he said he did.
Said he does.
No, he said he said he does that as well. He said he does that.
Man, all I gotta say is niggas.
He said all he needs to. I'm paraphrasing here, but he said like all you need to do is play like maybe the first 5 hours or something like that.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Hey, bro, all I gotta say is niggas who review games but don't beat them, they don't have a leg to stand on when it comes to me.
Tony, get out. Tony, get out. Tony, get out. Tony, get out. Get out. Tony, you gotta leave. Tony, you gotta leave. You gotta leave, Tony. Get out. Get him out of here. You gotta leave now. Like leave.
That is OD.
All right, we're back up. We're back up.
Tony about to show up on Tony with that hangover moment where he gets the shit beat out of him by someone in a wheelchair.
Oh man,
crazy!
You're an ableist, and listen, I make fun of a lot of people on here, and that's that you go too far.
But what I do?
You not slick, you not funny, dog. Jack, please finish this switch. I want to get far away from this man. I want to get far away from this man as quick as possible.
All right, we got some more super chat. We got Ruffle Mud. He said, "Yo, where's Virtual Fighter 6?" I don't know.
Well, that's what I've been asking for decades.
All right, we got Solid as Wolf 215. He said, "How can a game move systems when no one can get a hold of the new hardware? Chip shortage made them double back." Man, I see new motherfuckers with PS5s every day, man. I don't know about that one, yo.
I don't think it's,
I keep seeing Wario post links every goddamn day. Like, man, get that bullshit out of here. Yeah, get that. That's bullshit, man. I want to hear that. Y'all just not dedicated enough. I was able to get 3.
I
said y'all ain't dedicated enough.
I tried.
They not when the pre-orders went up. I pre-ordered 3.
That's cap, man. I tried for
months. What you mean that's cap?
That's cap. I
pre-ordered 2 today.
I pre-ordered 3 the day they came out. What
do you got?
I mean, look,
sold them. Yes,
the PS5 that Smooth got, the PS5 that Smooth got, he got it for me, and I got that like the day before.
I was for a good 3 weeks. Every time Wario put that stuff up there, I was in there mad early. The moment he clicked on that, I waited in that line. Ask Smooth. He heard that shit every day. It's not easy like it is. You guys claim to get these consoles. Like
you gotta want it enough.
No. You gotta be.
You don't want it. That's why you gotta want it.
Addict, you gotta be a natural born pony. They take like biometric screenings and shit to get
I was in there, like I ended up having to buy everything Kid Smooth had to get one.
You know, Sony will email you too if you you got a PSN account. They'll let you buy one.
Email you and let you know. Yeah.
Jack,
I remember Best Buy, Walmart.
I bought one from them with that invitation shit. I bought one from there. Got one from GameStop and got one from Walmart.
It was for like every time Warrior people would hit me up or Warrior said something's going live at Walmart, they're about to put up the link. Every time I'd go on there and I would click refresh, literally at the moment it would pop up and it would be sold out.
You gotta have like 5 tabs open, man. It's like sneakers, man.
Gotta want it enough, like he said. You gotta want
You
it.
gotta want it. Yeah, you gotta want it, man.
Get
When I was trying to get the newest Jordans, bro, I had 25 tabs open.
I wanted enough. So
No, it's your willpower ain't strong enough, Addict.
You guys
when I'm buying Jordans
like
and sneakers, man, I got like 30 tabs open, bro. You gotta want it.
You guys act like there's like a level to desirement. Like
yes, it's the willpower that gets you the PS5.
How bad do you want the console? That's the question you gotta ask yourself.
I wanted it enough to buy everything Kid Smooth had, but it had nothing to do with these fucking queue lines and shit.
Oh man.
Jax, continue super chats, please.
All right, we got Tavia Smalls. He said Horizon Forbidden West $70 is going to have Horizon Zero Dawn Enhanced Edition. Oh, they might try to pull something like that.
I can see that.
Andrew Wilkins. Sony did the same with The Last of Us 2. I knew Factions wasn't coming out day one because they didn't mention it. Wasn't a leak till it came out that Naughty Dog addressed it. That is also true. We got Lyrium. He said, do you ever notice how Smooth is hella quiet because there's no Xbox games to talk about?
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
We got OG Rizo. He said, a curse don't work if he don't believe it. Smooth, you gotta feel from the bottom of your heart Xbox is trash. Believe with us, Smooth. We got Yoro Cerro. He said Yuki Naka, lead programmer of Sonic, got fired by Square Enix for Balin Wonderflop. Feeds into BG's narrative about Sonic always being mediocre. Fluke. We got Tony Esquire, Kid Smooth and Gaming Addict. Why y'all never hyped the value of Game Pass Ultimate for PC owners? I get EA Play as well. Excellent value. And I got to refresh.
Everything crashes on PC.
That's cool. Like I said earlier, like I'm not messing with the PC terrorists anymore. Like they can have all that. Like CT's had to cut crossplay out of PC and consoles because the PC players are cheating too much. Like when you go see,
are you serious?
This don't happen. Like it happens all the time.
That really happened. I ain't know that.
They were sniping you from across the damn Atlantic Ocean.
Destiny 2's crossplay has it to where you don't even have to mess with PC players for PvP because of how bad the cheating is. Like, don't sit here and try to. I mean, he didn't say anything like it. That's the reason I'm doing it because I don't PC game. I'm done with that.
All right. We got Odd Vidya. He said, any Metacritic predictions for Ratchet and Clank? I'll say 92. I'll say
90. I'll go 90.
I'm gonna go 90. I'm gonna go at 91.
I'm gonna say 87.
Ooh.
That's a smart pick, but I'm gonna go. Yeah.
I'll go under 90. Any takers?
No.
Okay, so this is the time where you can bet against PlayStation.
Under 90.
Jesus. Okay.
Yo, hold on. Wait, so you're trying to say you say under 90 you would. Yo,
you said 92. I said under 90.
Under 90.
It could easily go under 90. It could easily all it takes.
It can.
All it takes is like one bad
reviews
score.
Come out Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday. I think.
That's the thing. All it takes is one
first
bad
50
score
reviews against Smooth. Under 90.
Yo, Addict, what you think? First 50 reviews.
I think. Look, under 90. That it has to get above a 90. Like
no, it's at 90 or above.
That's what I meant.
90.
Like it has to get above a 90 for him to lose. So I'm just like that.
No.
It has to get under. It has to get under 90 for
under 90.
For Kid to lose. If it's above a 90, you win. Correct?
Yes. 90 or above, you win.
That's what I'm saying. Like. I don't know. That's up to you, Smooth.
It's a coin. It's a coin flip. It's a fun bet.
Come on, Smooth. Make a decision.
I would.
They better not. Yo, I mean,
this man Smooth got a gambling problem, bro.
Yeah, he do. Don't even do.
This dude, you got a gambling problem, Smooth. You be taking these ridiculous bets.
Just move on.
Talk about an After Dark. How about that?
Smooth, you already got one bet up on me. I mean, you good. Even if you lose, you still break even.
Nah, don't fall for that Jedi mind trick, man.
Talk about it in the After Dark, kid. Talk about it in the After Dark.
Go ahead.
All right, we got.
It's like the nigga on the street with the car. It's like, yo, man, look, you can win. Man.
I'm gonna need all guests in the future. If you interfere with my business, you get banned.
we got Von Red 1. He said, I saw Tony hiding at Epcot in the UK section. Oh no. We got same old 23. He said, Returnal cheating me out of my trophies, man. Anyone else having this problem? I just beat the game Friday. Good game.
Returnal cheated people out of $70. It cheated more people out of that.
It's got a lot of glitch trophies I'm hearing. Jazzy Jefferson, can I hop on to speak on Nintendo E3 predictions since obviously nobody has any and Blandrew ain't here? Come through to the after dark.
I feel like no offense to everyone else, but I feel like Blandrew brings a really good balance to the show, and it's not the same without him.
Well, you know, I'm good at curating the right personalities. You know, I'll take credit for that one. You know,
well, I mean, my point is Blandrew needs to be on here more.
Like, I gather the right.
He's a permanent member. He just don't show up. Well, he has some shit to do today.
Blandrew is off the books. He's a permanent member that's off the books.
All right, let me see here. We got Tony Esquire. He says, another thing, Smooth. Stop the Sony challenges. Utilize a green screen. Renovate your Planet Xbox studio and believe in your content. Okay. We got S Blanks in 95. He said, I'm with Persona. People not dedicated enough. Me and 2 friends got one each. I got another one for a friend's son. It's not that hard. Okay. And I think this is the last one from Jazzy Jefferson.
Not that hard, but people ain't trying to sell these on eBay 24/7. I don't buy that. People would literally be buying them over and over again.
It's willpower.
How the fuck did they get to 10 million sold if people ain't buying?
Every nigga I know got a PS5.
It's willpower, bro.
My grandmother got a PS5 on the way. Like, come on.
Willpower just gonna open up 2 lines. I got you guys, man. I got you guys.
All right, this is the last donation from Jazzy Jefferson. What do y'all think of that pic of Yellow Chair Africa having dinner with Phil and Aaron Green?
Bruh, if y'all don't stop, y'all wild. Yeah. How y'all call him that? Stop disrespecting.
I think he talking about.
You talking about?
Yeah, I'm not.
We know who he talking about.
I think there's a lot. I think there's I think there's a lot of jealousy going on, man. I think
y'all jealous?
You ain't doing that, man.
That's OD.
Shout to that guy. Shout to that guy, man. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
the question. I got to say about
his name is Paris. They said what he said. What do y'all think about the picture of Yellow Chair Africa having dinner with Phil Spencer and Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Greenberg.
They just jealous. They're not being flown to Seattle to go on trips and go on high expensive dinners. Like you can sit there and say what you want, man. Like that's a crazy ass name to call someone, man.
Yeah, y'all wildin'. Y'all gone too far with that one, man.
That was high key racist.
But that's Jackman's right
that's
there.
That's a fact, though, Smooth. That was like low high key racist.
Yeah,
right there,
y'all
bro.
peanut butter and jelly, bro.
Man, See, I don't speak on just shout them, bro.
No, that is Jack people though. Let's be clear. That's a Jack subscriber. That's a Jack subscriber.
Listen, I remember Jack was streaming Control. This nigga Jack said something crazy about that nigga. I can't remember.
What I say?
Bro, you was cooking it for a good 10 minutes.
No, Jack really hates.
That's not no wait a minute. That's the old me. I haven't said nothing bad about old buddy in months.
Okay, but you hating on him has brought a whole bunch of like people slandering him and all that.
No. It's a difference between hating on somebody and not liking they opinions on gaming. I don't hate.
Well, at the end of the day, the man getting that bread. He's getting those opportunities. Yeah, ain't gonna hate him on for.
That's what I'm saying. There's a difference. I hate a lot of his gaming opinions. I do not hate on him. You see what I'm saying? Get your bag. Do what you're gonna do.
Hey, I still remember that nigga was in Jack Mansion talking about he wanted to debate me. Then y'all sent that weapon with invite. That nigga said, "Shit." I was that nigga.
Hey, shout out to him, man. Get your money, man. Get your money.
Hey, man. Paris is Paris. His name is Paris, not Yellow Chair Africa. Okay, it's Paris.
That's crazy. Y'all said that. I don't approve of that.
Yeah. That's OD. That's OD.
Got these people working at McDonald's hurting on his grind. Okay.
Oh
crazy,
man. What
J. Cole said, McDonald's pay $15 an hour, man. Shit, they probably.
Oh yeah, they paying a little bit more now.
They pay a little more, man. You know, that joke don't really fly though. $15 an hour.
I heard you get a free iPhone after 6 months too.
It's just crazy how much of hate that man gets for nothing. Like the dude literally is just being a content creator.
Hold up a minute.
I understand.
Oh, listen to the haters. Oh.
No. His opinions are pretty bad, bro. His
opinions are pretty.
His game. Be specific, Jack.
No.
Gaming.
No, but they don't seem like they don't seem like they
his opinions. His opinions aren't bad. They're bold.
We'll talk about this.
Hold on.
His opinions are catered by Xbox.
We'll talk about this in
What did you say, Bob?
Real quick.
I said his opinions aren't bad. They're bold.
We'll talk about this in the afternoon.
Okay.
We'll talk about this in the afternoon.
Yes.
What's up?
What's up with all the IGN niggas in this Xbox shit I've been seeing recently? It's like, bro, everywhere I look,
somebody else pointed out, if you notice, bro, they always yeah.
Hey, bro.
They only do this whenever PlayStation games coming out or PlayStation got good news. You see some stupid shit about Game Pass cured me of goddamn
Game Pass cured cancer? What?
Cured me. Yeah, Game Pass cured me. I was on the brink of death and shit. Like,
it always be the same. It always be the same type of tweet, and it be around the same time. It always said, "I used to play my PlayStation all the time, but now I'm strictly on Xbox because of game." It's always the same tweet, and then when they pull up their Xbox shit, they don't have no achievement.
I get that.
I get that. That should be crazy.
I get that, but if you guys don't like what you see, just block them. Like I see you guys talking about these individuals every time they tweet.
That's not a block. That's not a block.
Just block.
That's not a
is that?
No. Wait a minute. Wait. No, wait. That's not a blockable offense, but that shows. It's just ironic that they have similarly crafted tweets around the same time. That's not a blockable offense, but that just showed me it's something there to that, right?
Yeah. Wow.
So everybody at IGN feel the exact same way, bro. Like,
nigga,
come on, man.
Nigga said Game Pass cured his high blood pressure.
You know what a blockable offense is to me? A blockable offense is anything I don't want to see.
Listen. They call listen.
My Twitter. If I don't want to see you out.
I don't know if y'all saw it. They called that.
You don't want to see
that Brian Altano guy in 4K. Yeah, he said the start of this console generation, I thought I'd play everything on PS5. I use my Series X mostly for exclusive games, but the opposite has happened. Now I use my Series X daily for Game Pass and many third-party games, while my PS5 is mainly exclusive machine, right? So niggas pulled up his tweet and said, "Oh, but you thought this from day one, though," and it said, my plan for the games is for third-party games, play them all on Series X, and it was like just for the console came out. They called that nigga, and then he only has 30,000 gamer score, and he was like, "I don't go for achievements," and I was like, "But nigga, you said you play games every day on your Xbox, bro." They called that.
That's another thing.
They called that nigga down bad.
That's another thing about. Okay, look, I ain't got no problem with Paris, but Paris was tweeting out how he was there day one for the first Xbox, this, and the third. They pulled up Paris game shit. He got 20,000 achievements, 20,000 gamer score. Like how
20?
I don't know what that translates to, because I don't know what that translates to.
The thing is like, what you talk about the original Xbox,
bro? You want to know how that translates? Wait. You said 20,000?
Yeah, I don't know what that translates to. Like, what is that?
24,000 gamer score in the month of May alone.
Kids.
So wait. So you've earned more gamer score in May that he has. He put up a picture of him at the original Xbox. I've been there since day one. This is my main game and play. Hey man, there I go.
That's the thing too, though, man. Because I hate when people say, "Oh well, you don't, I don't go for platinums or whatever." It's like it's not about the platinum. Completing the game, nigga. Getting the completion trophy, bro. Yeah, like niggas ain't talking about a platinum of fully 100% with the achievements. Are you completing games, bro?
Just beat exactly. If you beat a game, if you beat games on a normal basis, you're gonna have more than 20,000 games.
The amount of energy you guys speak about other people is astounding.
Let's go to After Dark. Let's do these outros real quick. Persona.
Hey man, listen, this was a great time, man. Appreciate the invitation. Shout out to everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. I'm gaming with Persona. If you want to follow me on Twitter at Persona Speaks. Also, I do a show on my personal channel, Gaming with Persona. And then me and Barry, we do a PlayStation Central podcast every Saturday, 11 a.m. on What's Up PlayStation YouTube channel. I appreciate you guys, and that's it. Have a good night.
Attic.
I appreciate coming on. It was a good time. You can catch me on Twitter at LordAddictIOP. You can catch me on YouTube at Gaming Addict. And I'm on every Sunday at 1 p.m. I'm on the Iron Lords podcast.
Tony, I really don't know why you here. I really should have kicked you out like 30 minutes ago. Go ahead.
Hey man, appreciate you having me on. I had to fill in for the missing many members. But yeah man, we back. Upload a little something today, but I'm gonna pass my intro on to Jimmy.
All right, get out. No, get out. Get out. No, leave. Leave, dog.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Well, what? I mean, Jimmy next. I just did my intro. Jimmy next. He's still here, right?
Leave, bro. Can you get out,
This
please?
guy is next level,
What you
bro.
mean?
Jack, go ahead.
Good podcast. My Discord been fucked up. I hope I ain't over talk nobody. But appreciate everybody for watching. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Jack Move Johnny, JiggyMerch.com. Get in tune, and we appreciate y'all for watching.
Move.
Yeah, you know what it is. Thank you guys for watching. Apologize for I was late today, but I had family out in summer of the kids this year. So but yeah, I should rightfully finish this Returnal challenge this week. So
when are you gonna stream next?
I was thinking about doing it today, but I'm tired, so I'll probably do it tomorrow and Tuesday, and depending on how tomorrow's stream go will determine how the rest of the stream will go.
You got to get that Jabari in there with that list that's to read those super chats, man.
And Black Bond.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be here in our week. A little under the weather, but check out my The Last of Us Part 2 live streams. Pretty lit.
Okay. And yeah, good episode. Episode 283. Hit the like button. There was like 850 people in here at one point. The like button is still at 300. Before y'all leave, hit the like button. Just pretend that's the exit sign. The like button is the exit sign. You got to press that before you leave. Okay? Press that before you hit the X button on the browser. We would appreciate
Niggas gonna
that.
be here all night, then that's crazy.
Niggas gonna sleep in. Oh man. All right, we're going to After Dark. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.